Yeah.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
It doesn't. It's from people that see their own D&D games and go, how come ours isn't exactly as good as this? Oh, well, that's because they're cheating somehow.
Maybe that cheating is that they're all very talented actors who are like advanced in like what they do.
That's cheating.
Like,
and have a fairly large amount of combined D&D experience as well. Like,
and a budget to include cool visual stuff for combat and all kinds of that stuff. Not professional art and theme songs and everything else that makes it seem like a better product.
yeah, sorry guys, I couldn't get us a theme song.
It's all right. Virginia has shown today she has got quite the musical skills. I think she'll get on that, and we'll be set.
I think our theme song should just be us chanting TPK.
TPK. TPK. It's not it doesn't feel as relevant outside of Avernus.
Yeah.
I mean,
we
only started.
Yeah.
We still legitimately thought we were all fucked this morning, beginning of this game.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, that was kind of a pushover.
So it's gonna come. It's gonna happen.
What? You guys destroyed that thing so easily, though?
I will say, I know that they're not adventurers. They're just, NPC guards.
Mm-hmm.
But when it straight up just, like, one-shot those guards, I was like, uh-oh.
Don't you know? You don't have HP until you're level 1.
True. If you're not level 1.
Hey, that guard had 11 hit points, okay?
Oh.
They just did not protect him.
A fifth of Calvin and Ori. It's good.
Hey, a sixth of Calvin's, a fifth of Ori's.
Not right now.
Sorry, I don't know what their hit points are.
Right now, a fifth is correct.
Yeah, and a fourth is correct for Ori.
I love how Virginia's character literally has 3 times more HP than me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like
She's
almost.
a barbarian.
And she's a third your height.
I'm tough.
Yeah.
She's dense. Lots of hit points packed into a tiny package.
She got crushed down, all small.
Highly concentrated.
She actually weighs 400 pounds. It's really bizarre. It's all muscle.
Big girl.
It's all muscle.
That's a big girl.
I got the C word and the dock word confused while I was trying to follow your directions to the tower.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're looking at the C word and like, I can't go any more north. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Norther?
I was just trying to find like the street names. So like,
If we're being honest,
and I just
being
couldn't
an
find.
awkward and a C word feels a little redundant.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do this whole time. With all my,
Oh,
with
snap.
all-
Rowan's body is like Abby from The Last of Us, except in a halfling.
Hey
I can
guys,
see that.
we're getting rated.
That
The
checks
kitty
out.
goddess is rating us with a party of 3. So hi everybody.
I don't know what
Um,
it means.
With that being
Wait.
stated, let's actually get back into this game. If you
What does
guys are
that
ready.
mean in English?
Huh?
What does all that mean in English?
We have people watching us, I think. If my stream doesn't decide it wants to keep crashing.
No, okay. Well, hello again to any and all who are watching.
Anyway.
You look great today.
Anyhow, as we've last left off, you had just entered into the Tower of the Blackstaff and had made your way into the studies of Vajra Safar.
I threw a dagger at her.
Calvin, what
TPK.
did we talk about? That's not the only way to solve your problem.
You have no inspiration to protect you from imprisonment, so anyway. So she has walked around her desk, and at this moment, she had asked for Ori to give her a report of the events that have unfolded.
There will be a grade.
So, as you know, I was at the dock overseeing the beginning of the festivities. The jewels and gold and whatnot were tossed into the sea with no issue. However, what's his name? The guy who turned into the monster.
Home.
Hold.
Lord Monster, sir.
Hold Bellabranta. H-U-L-D. Hold Bellabranta.
Bellabranta seemed to be very nervous throughout the entire morning. I didn't press him on why. And, which is interesting, after the ceremony was finished and everyone was still gathered, a large vestige of a hooded man appeared. He began speaking. He gave some speech about honor and the right way of the city. And I should have stepped in then, but I did not. Which is when he then stepped forward, said that he was the Masked Lord and that he was here to repent. He then turned into a monster and proceeded to kill 40 to 50 people before we were able to stop him. I was not able to discern how the transformation happened. If anyone else saw anything, I would love to know how. But my new friend here, Sangfroid.
Sangfroid.
Thank you. Was not a part of the crowd outside and leapt in to save countless lives. Without him, then we would have lost many more lives, which is when they requested a meeting with you, to which I thought they had earned that right at the very least. I think they had something very important to tell you.
This news is distressing, and I'll definitely be looking into it along with any other reports that come on in. She turns to you. Quite an honorable thing for you to have done. How can I be of service? What did you need to tell me?
I was only but a little help. Your local heroes were much more effective at protecting your citizens, so the thanks should go to them. But I came a long way to speak to you, not per se about the events that occurred this morning, though it is, I suppose, possible that they are connected. I couldn't for certain, though I knew nothing of what happened this fine morning. But in my travels, I came across a rumor that I thought should fall to your ears and that of your open lord. One that presents quite a bit of danger to you and your citizens. I think you are all putting your one that you probably should not be.
Well, please go on.
There was a gentleman at the festivities this morning, Gerlaxel, I believe is the way his name is pronounced.
Oathbreaker.
Do you actually say that aloud?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm unaware if that is a title of his, but I believe he may have had run-ins with some of you before, and I believe he is now in possession of something that makes him a very dangerous man, and a dangerous man, particularly to your fine city.
She kind of sits on the edge of her desk. Hear what you have to present. He's been a influential member of Waterdeep for a few years now, and as he has been under a scrupulous watch, as she kind of glances over a bit at Calvin, and had we've been given prior warning, we have had nothing to actually act on. What do you bring forth that is evident to his possibly dubious intent?
That is all very on brand for a man like him. he is always very, very careful, a very smart man, that Gerlaxo. Always keeps things very close to the vest. But I have it on good authority from somebody who was associated with him in Luskin that he was in possession of a very unique item, one that has, I think, significance to this city in some way. I could not say quite for certain, but according to my source, that item was the linchpin to some very big plans involving Waterdeep, and from the nature of the conversation, it did not sound like these were very public plans that anybody but Gerlaxo knew about.
All right then. So you're saying has some magical item, magical device of some variety that is critical to him bringing harm upon the city. What is this device? What does it do? And you speak of him so I won't say fondly, but as if you're very familiar of him. What is your relationship with Jarlaxle?
It is not a personal relationship. I have traveled up and down the Sword Coast, and much like your compatriots here, word of him and his deeds over the many years have fallen upon my ears, and it is hard not to be impressed of a man making such a name for himself. Um, but as far as what this item does, I must confess I do not have all the information. My source was uh, not too keen on sticking around to find out anything more uh, in case of being found listening. So they could not tell me what this item does. All I know is it is some sort of golden staff in nature.
Mm.
But apparently it is a key factor in whatever his grand schemes may be, and I am certain he has been an upstanding citizen and lord these past couple of years. But if I am not mistaken, he had a less than savory reputation before then. So I found it important to come here and do haste to give you this information. And I must say, I was quite surprised to see him at such a high seat of honor in your city's festivities. So that made me even more concerned and more eager to get these words to you. That I think you are trusting him a bit more than you probably should.
She goes,
He is
maybe.
not trustworthy.
Almost had the right. Yeah, shut up.
I heard the
Calvin. Calvin
Calvin.
flashes kind of a predatory smile about the comment about trusting him too much. It goes away very quickly. But there's a flare of pretty strong emotion there.
Well, make word.
Rowan is frowning.
I wouldn't say that I trust him or distrust him. I don't really get involved when it comes to the side of the politics. I stick to the aspect of the magic of things. When you bring in this magical item, the staff, you say, you pique my interest in what could be something that has, well, she kind of looks at her own staff, significance.
Perhaps I will say, if I'm being perfectly honest, this conversation was probably most effective to your open lord. But as my best in was with you, with your compatriot here, I figured this was at least a good start. And perhaps if I was able to bestow this information to you, that you could forward it to the appropriate person, singular.
Mm. I don't
Think it's
really.
sufficient to get out to more ears than is necessary.
Many of this does not cross lines. We operate separately and independently from each other. Not to say that I don't speak of the Open Lord, but I don't tend to meddle in these affairs. But from my own perspective, the little I do know, I think part of the issue you're going to have that is not that people should not trust Jarlaxle, and they do. Because I think if you're speaking to many lords and nobles, you'll find them to be in a similar state of mind as you. But the persons you're needing to convince is the public at hand.
The
They're
people.
they are the ones that love him that praise him, and I do not understand or get behind the politics of how he became into the position that he is, or how he can be removed from said position. That is not my realm. As magic is my realm. I appreciate you bringing such words. They definitely seem to hold a value to you, and you seem to speak from a point of sincerity. But I don't believe I'm the person that your words are to fall to unless you can inform me more about the staff so I can learn more and maybe help you or make it part of my top priority, the protection, the balance of magics within this city. But you said it was a gold. But you said the only thing you know about it is this. It is a gold staff.
Bo, is that all I know about it? I can't remember exactly.
You knew the way it looked.
Beyond what I've said?
Yeah.
Okay, well, because Kris
Yeah.
knows stuff, but I can't remember what Sangfroid knows.
Sangfroid knows exactly how the staff looks.
Okay. Well, I guess to be more specific, I apologize. I just assumed staves were just staves. I didn't think too much of the details were in that important. But I suppose if you were looking for something more specific, it is a golden staff that features dragons on the staff, kind of intertwined, almost dueling in their nature.
Mm. Hey, Rowan, Calvin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't remember, go ahead and make an intelligence check.
I remember. I'm just gonna fact check to make sure I've got it straight.
Oh, I don't remember. Wait, was it the staff of the dragon gnome?
Yes, essentially.
The of Aranax, the dwarf. Yes.
The dwarf.
The dwarf you met, the golden dwarf.
But
you met.
I don't know what it does.
Yeah. Did Jarlaxle name drop in his discussion with us?
Nope.
I know he described it.
No, he only told us that that was the one thing he wanted, and he would give everything else back. But he never told us what it was for, or what it did, or what it was called.
Oh, we saw it, right?
Yeah, we saw it.
Because we met the individual, and
We met the dwarf.
Yeah, and they were just like, well, I'll be fine. That's no big deal.
And I would have had a catalog of the rest of the horde that was turned into the city.
Mm-hmm.
I would have acquired such a thing.
Yep.
And this would not have been on it.
Correct.
Jarlaxle has it.
That would be the staff that was taken from the horde.
Jarlaxle needs to be.
I don't know if you might have ever seen any of the reports that I gave to.
I did.
The Open Lord.
I've read the reports and I've looked into the staff.
It's a dragon staff.
Yes. And that is
It belonged to a dragon.
simply, well, it was in the possession of a dragon.
It belonged to the dragon.
I'm sorry. I was not privy to those reports. What exactly does this staff do?
We don't know.
That we don't know. 4 years ago, though.
Perhaps it summons dragons.
In the dragon heist, as it was referred to in later time, you may remember adventurers being rewarded for returning 500,000 dragon coin that was all taken via taxes and returning it back to the people. Being a great boon suddenly for the city when it came to financial wealth and growth, which paid for many of the things that happened in the Dock Ward. Well, it was reported by one of the adventurers that found and was given credit for said hoard, that it was not based on their account, but it was forced upon them to do so. So as they had the intention to return the hoard, they were actually threatened by Jarlaxle, who spared their, if I remember the report correctly, spared your lives, and you were not. It spared your lives on a deal. That
He lied.
she's like, now your words make sense to me. Now that I think about it.
He did not spare our lives. He killed Temper.
You lost
Oh,
one of
I
your
was I was
comrades.
beginning to think maybe he was Oathbreaker because he took the staff and he said he would not. That is not
He
why.
lied, Sangfroid. Fra. Sorry. Fra.
It is all right.
There's,
Rowan.
another faint smile kind of plays on Kelvin's lips. Is like, I told you so.
Do you say that?
Yes, yes, he does.
She says it's not enough for us to make to really make any actions, though. We don't know what it does. And I can only think of one man who might.
But he's a murderer.
I don't mean speaking to some. You can't speak to that man.
I mean, I would assume you can, but
I have repeatedly. It doesn't help. Makes it worse.
But there's someone else who would know what the staff does. The person who more than likely put it in there to begin with.
Is it a dragon?
No.
Let's say it's a dragon.
I have heard tale that hoard was put in there by a previous open lord. No.
Correct.
So shame he's vacated the city.
Well, he is now the, well, he went back to, sorry. For those who do not know, Daggelt Neverember, even before becoming the Open Lord of Waterdeep, was and is still the Lord and Protector of New Neverwinter. But,
Yeah.
yes, he was exiled and he went back to Neverwinter. And I do believe that Daggelt Neverember is more than likely the best person who may know what it actually does. Know if it's a threat. Know if it's something we should truly be worried about or not.
This is probably true. Could your current open lord summon them in any certain way to have this discussion?
No.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
Is there something I'm missing?
The two of them don't exactly get along.
I don't know the full politics behind it, but I do know that Neverwinter and Waterdeep do not communicate well. Enough that we have no teleportation circle to their land.
Well, forgive me if I'm out of place, but it seems there is a lot of talk of politics in a discussion about potentially saving countless lives. Strange, no?
It's the same thing, really.
Politics are tricksy.
Not just
Doesn't-
here, but everywhere.
Doesn't mean that it doesn't save or cost lives, and that it's not a game that must not be played.
Looking directly at Calvin, I would argue, and I'm sure Calvin would agree, that politics is the game of lives.
And thrones.
He grimaces and nods.
Well, politics aside, this is probably something that should still be told to the Open Lord, no? A potential grave threat to their fine city and dealings with their, how you say, enemy or nemesis.
Yeah. I can take you to Silverhand.
It seems like it would still be a important thing for them to know, no?
I don't think Laeral is ignorant to Jarlaxle. But if you're
No.
but if you're coming with idle warnings and nothing of
We
bigger
I can see
value.
that she's informed.
Does not feel like I came with nothing, but if that is the way you see it, I suppose that is up for interpretation.
It is valuable confirmation of facts that we had already suspected. Which in and of itself is invaluable.
No, I suppose, I mean, you seem to be familiar with this staff, and for the last several years, we're not concerned with its absence, so perhaps maybe I am overreacting.
Not overreacting.
We were never
For
able to
fact that you were-
find. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
The fact that you were as far away as Chalt, speaking to a Luskin source, indicates that the threat may be more pressing than I had hoped. I had hoped to. I had not dared to hope, but that maybe it was just a collector's item, a point of pride. But I never.
I apologize if there was any mistranslations, though I do not want to underplay what I feel is a significant piece of information. I did not receive this piece of information in Tolt from somebody from Luskin. I received it from them in Luskin. I just was in Cholt before I came here. But I hope that this does not downplay what I feel is important information.
Can you tell us anything more about your source?
For fear of their safety, no offense, I don't, considering how much this town seems to distrust, but still give him plenty of things to do and seats of honor to take. I don't particularly want to hand that information directly to him. So I can just say that they are somebody that works near him at times when he is away from Waterdeep. Beyond that, I would feel I would be speaking too much and would be too risky.
God damn it.
Calvin.
Jesus. Calvin will kind of like go stand off to the side a minute, kind of staring intently at nothing. And so he'll turn back to the Black Staff. So our only source to know what this item does is going to be to go speak to Daggold.
She slowly nods. You'd have to make your way to Neverwinter, whether by land or by ship.
Damn.
The good news is that if I'm to join you, I will be able to teleport us back here.
That is very, how you say, handy of you.
And I would love for Ori to join you, as I do believe this is something of importance, but I have to have more to work on in order to exact some kind of justice on this man without causing too much of a uproar. Understand, Sangfroid, you're not from Waterdeep, correct?
No, not a Waterdavian. That is definitely not my origin. You are correct.
Understand that Jarlaxle has become very beloved in the past 3 years. That he has been acting openly as a masked lord. He has earned the love and respect of many, many people and of the populace as a whole. If we are to up and remove him just out of the blue based on accusations with nothing to support it, well, the people will be suspicious and they will be, well, riotous. They have already, from the sounds of it, decided to make more aggressive moves. if we take away the person that may have inspired it and been the spark, we may be asking for a lot more of a problem than whatever Jarlaxle even has planned to begin with.
And the most frustrating thing is that whatever his other goals may be, he's done good work from the dock wards.
It's true.
I haven't been able to root out any corruption there past any paltry surface levels. And I've been looking.
Rowan's gonna go up to Calvin and just tug on his sleeve. And then she's gonna say, kind of like gonna look away and say, "Do you think finding out what the staff does will help bring justice to Temper?"
Yes, I think it will. And as soon as you tug on his arm, he will have actually gotten down low so that he can kind of look at you kind of approximately eye to eye. And yes.
She's gonna kind of sniffle, and then she's gonna say, "Then I think we should go."
It's very noble of you to think so fondly of your fallen companion.
So from my cross position, I'm going to look up at the black staff. I think I'll take it from here. We'll let you know what we find.
Of course. Please, if there's anything else you need of my assistance, of my influence, let me know, and I will give it to you. I have a bad feeling about this.
Can you give us wings?
She says, for 10 minutes or so, yes, I could give you wings.
Oh, never mind then. I was just curious,
If you want me to let you fly, I will.
Well, I do already have Snaggletooth, so I think that'll do.
Yes, I believe she is the one we have to worry least about getting to where she needs to go.
Yes. Well, we'll leave you get out of your hair. Always good to see you.
Of course.
And I kind of, let me buy everyone lunch. And exit the room.
All right.
I'm going to be back.
You're going to do what?
I'm going to wait for everyone to leave.
All right.
I will bow and I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Rowan bows stiffly and backs away.
All right, you all back out of the room, leaving just Ori in the room. So with that, I'm going to go and whisper. It's just you and I now, JG. None of them can hear us.
Cool. I had mixed feelings about all of this.
Yes, and speak.
It seems that there is already bias against him, and I don't want to further that, as he has done nothing to harm me. He's always seemed on the level with me.
In all my experiences as well within the city, I also agree with you. But he does have a reputation before he was here that precedes him. So maybe it is bad faith.
I want justice for what happened today. I just hope that we aren't spending all of our time chasing after the purposeful scapegoat.
Well, if you want my honest opinion, I don't think these events of today are connected as much as Lord Waterson wants it to be.
Nor do I.
Well, then help guide them and choose what battle you fight and help them choose what battle you think they should fight.
I'll do my best. I'll stay in touch. And I'll kind
Please
of
do.
nod and leave.
She goes back around her desk. Immediately, she summons a quill to her hand, and she immediately is starting to write some form of letters.
And I'll
And Gillen to have a conversation.
So. All right, Ori exits the room and joins the rest of you.
Cool.
Where? On our way back.
All
with,
right. Where
So,
and where do you
what-
head to? You're close to the market, sitting just right outside, of course, is Snaggletooth.
That's
Uh,
I
it.
give him a scritch behind the ear.
Since I'm treating everyone to lunch, I figure we'll go to Troll Skull.
Oh, are we not going to go see your open lord? I thought I understood the small one said something about an introduction.
We can,
Oh.
but I don't know if it's a good idea or not.
I think we can condense what you had to tell them into a report that I can get to the open lord with ease.
That might be difficult to do, as I did not tell everything to the Blackstaff.
You didn't?
Well,
I was going to, but then they made it very clear that they were just only interested in things that were magical. So I didn't think they continue the conversation on wasted years.
well, let's
Rowan gets on her tiptoes and says, "What didn't you tell them?"
That is for your open lord to know.
I'm going to insight this.
Okay.
Yeah, just as a good policy.
Cool. Let's go.
I rolled a 2 plus.
You know what? He's hard to read.
Yeah.
I'm a shaky character.
I mean, he's about as hard to read as his name.
Let's see what you did there.
That is 24.
So I guess we will do this real quick. Hi.
Hello.
This is a fun feature. I'm abusing and loving this feature.
It's fun because even muted, I can hear Virginia go, "What?"
Okay.
FYI, Bo, the stream follows you.
I know.
Obviously, it would.
Yeah, so they are silenced and they can hear what we talk about, which is why this is neat, I think. So from this, Sangfroid, are you being honest in stating that you have withheld information?
I am being honest that I know more information and that I didn't tell it to the Blackstaff for the reasons that I said I didn't tell the Blackstaff.
So in that aspect, Sangfroid sounds forthright to you. You don't detect that,
Is
but
that giving you up any I really want to stab your open lord vibes?
He seems very hell-bent on avernisement, if you will, on meeting your open lord, but you do not detect any malice within that intent.
Okay.
More
Good.
frustration than violence.
Yeah. Like the idea that this person is getting the runaround, even though it's only been a short while.
Yeah.
So maybe something that speaks more to their temperament.
Yeah, just someone who's coming across somewhat impatient, but otherwise fairly honest.
All right.
Got
it.
Yeah, it can be purely physical.
Yeah, I can.
I just got images in my head that I don't want in my head.
I don't know what purely physical meant, but
I mean, I'm assuming it's exactly what we.
I'm gonna agree that yes, it can be purely physical. I don't know.
So, do we need to go to Silverhand?
Sounds like that would be best.
I suppose. I mean, I don't want to keep people on an empty stomach. So if you would prefer to eat first, that is fine. I just want to make sure that I'm not getting run out of the town here with a thank you very much. Here's a nice meal. See you later kind of a situation.
No, but if you insist on speaking directly to the open lord and only to the open lord, we best get that out of the way.
Calvin.
Very well.
Yes, Ori.
You understand the implications of doing this, right?
Sorry, I'm trying to process how Calvin would react this. And it's like, and I just look at you. It's like, have I ever struck at you as somebody who gets overly upset about upsetting people in power?
No, but fine.
Like,
I'll trust you.
it's not the first time I will have been somewhat impertinent in reaching out.
All right. So, yeah, where's this? You know what? We're gonna just for funsies. We're gonna do some freehand. We're gonna do it in red. We started off this morning around here, and it went this way, and then we went up this way, went this way, went up this way.
So while we're traveling,
Dooba-dooba-doo.
I am gonna hang back a bit to catch Rowan. It's like, who's your contact with the Open Lord? What's your in?
I'm captain. Laurel gave me this captain thing.
Oh, yes, she did.
Hmm.
That's. I think maybe we'll use my connections instead.
Or you're
It,
openly just open palming her forehead right now.
Kelvin's being very quiet about it, trying to keep it unobtrusive. I think that Rowan probably wasn't quiet about answering.
No.
Sangfroid is just looking around like, who are these people that I've just been introduced to? And
But yes, if you think it's best to
What the
use your
hell,
connection, I just figured I could be like, hey.
I think I have a slightly better angle than just your official seal.
Okay.
All right, so you make your way back south, back through the same roads you had traveled before, and you make your way to Castle Waterdeep, bypassing Agairon's tower along the way for a second time, along with the Paragon's palace, and you go to the location to the bounding walls and the beautiful castle itself, where it stands steeped at the base of Mount Waterdeep. Of course, for the most who know, Castle Waterdeep is really just, it's a figurehead location. It doesn't hold much value much to the city anymore, other than oftentimes the Open Lord will come here and it will allow persons to come and speak with her. In that regard. As you arrive, you notice outside the gates and inside that it is flooded with people. Upset, lots of halflings, half-elves, humans, dwarves, many knocking on the gates, upset at the events. There seems to be a large rally going on of people saying, "No more hidden lords, no more masks." A large gathering of them, this chants of just no more masks, no more lords, no more masks, no more lords. It seems that there have been, as you kind of pause and listen in, just going on, maybe stopping a passerby, asking what's happening. The events of the deaths today are very much being pinned on the lords of Waterdeep. Rather than being noted to this creature. The creature seems not to be much part of conversation.
Oh, I'm gonna have to fix that.
As more of it is being seen as, if it is seeing more of the terroristic situation, it is being seen more as being held. It seems the information is getting spun and changed. But with this rally, with this thick grouping outside the castle of Waterdeep, it does not seem like this will be a way that you can get in merely by moving through the crowd.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go off to one of the side guardhouses where I should be able to basically start the chain reaction. It's gonna take a minute of people to get the people who get the people, but passing word that I need to get in to speak to the Open Lord at her earliest convenience.
Please and thank you.
Underlined.
Yeah. As you go to the side houses, you give the password, if you will. One of them, they come back and speak to you. And, they kind of nod, very kind of like, but you can see their brain is already thinking about a few other things. And as you are a priority, they are trying to accommodate to your stature and your status. And they come back and says, "I'm sorry, we are stretched thin, just trying to keep them just satiated and held back." Laeral has been speaking with some others throughout the day about the affairs, trying to gain a better grasp. I'm trying to get you in, though. Just give me some time.
Can you get us a secure room?
He kind of looks back. Make your way to the back of Castle Waterdeep. Do so quietly. I'll see if I can have someone get you in via another method.
I'll nod, lead us off.
All right.
I recommend that the Griffin stays at a not conspicuous location near the guardhouse, probably.
I'm gonna say Snaggletooth, fly.
I'm gonna send Opal up with him.
All right, and you just tell him to fly.
I tell him to fly and just sit on like a turret for a while.
Okay, cause I say otherwise if you give a command like that, he's just gonna go back to the roost.
No. I just want him to go in the turret.
Okay.
And wait for me.
So he flies up and he just perches up on one of the turrets, above the.
That's a good Snaggletooth.
I'm going to tell Opal to follow.
All right. As you make your way to the back, there's still lots of crowds, lots of persons that are walking around. Many seem to be coming in also in anger and in protest, feeling just enraged by the events of earlier today. In order to make your way to where you need to be, I will need a group stealth check. So there's a DC, and then you all roll a stealth check, and if majority pass, then you all pass.
Fuck me.
It's not a good day when the rogue says "fuck me."
Yeah.
Out of the road. No.
Oh wait, never mind. I forgot.
Yeah, you can do the thing.
Yep.
19. I rolled a 2, which means it's a 10.
God.
I got a 10.
You're also rolling at disadvantage, by the way, Virginia.
Me?
Yeah, because you're in half plate.
You're in heavy armor.
Oh, sad day.
Well, it's medium. It's just bulky.
Or loud.
Well, instead I got a 7.
Okay. Ori.
Got a 6.
Sangfroid.
Big ol' 6.
And Grit.
I got an 18, but it doesn't help when 3 out of 5 people.
All right. So as you try to make your way around the back of the structure, Calvin, Grit, you two just sleuthing through, moving quietly behind buildings, but Rowan clanking along. Ori, as you kind of go around, you're accidentally like bumping into people. You turn a corner too quick and you bump into someone, like, oh, I'm so sorry. It kind of, and then Sangfroid, you just don't have quiet steps. Your foot comes down always as one solid brick.
I'm a bit heavy-footed, I apologize.
Yeah. So as you all continue to go and try to sneak around the building, a small group of persons notice you, and you notice they begin to follow you. Probably about 10 people. They're dressed in common clothes, all of mixed race. Do you continue, or what do you do?
I turn around and I say, "The Half-Heart commands you to stop."
I'll stop everyone and be like, go on without me. I don't even want to go to this meeting in the first place. I'll meet you at your tavern later, Calvin, and I'm going to go approach the group of people.
Rowan, do you back away from your aggressive stance?
Sure. Okay.
Okay. So the rest of the four of you move. Ori, the group of about 10 persons or so, they start walking up your way, kind of more now. They're looking at you, the fact that you stopped to come face them, but also still following them.
Hello, friends.
And one of them looks at you. This the way in. You guys seem like you're trying to get in, so we're going to join you.
No, they're trying to sneak into the brothel up the street. I'm trying to tell them it's a bad idea.
Deception.
You what, mate?
I have to. Oh damn it! I don't have. Okay, that's fine.
There's no inspiration.
That's a nat one.
Ori?
Nat one.
That's my second nat one tonight.
That one, baby.
So like you're doing you're trying to lie to them, but the entire time you're like stumbling over what to think of. Like, oh no, they're trying to go to
You know, the place with the thing.
yeah. What do you call it? A place with like women in it?
Place for the two happy things.
And and he's looking. He says, "You can fuck off." And he just starts walking by, and he just tries leading these people to walk by you.
What do you like happened this morning? I was there.
We're gonna go speak to Layrul, the Silverhand, the Open Lord. We're gonna give her a piece of our mind. We're tired of not being heard. And they just keep moving.
I'm gonna lean over to Rowan and be like, if you don't mind, maybe get your griffin and just buy some time. Don't cause any trouble, but
Already ahead of you, and I whistle for Snaggletooth.
lovely. Gentlemen,
Alright.
if you will follow me, we'll hustle.
All the three of you begin to move at a quicker pace, breaking your stealth. You'll see these group of men see you begin to hustle, and then they'll begin to move. And then as your griffin will then come swooping down and kind of park itself behind you, they'll all kind of take a back. And one guy will be like, "What's all this?"
Captain Half-Heart commands you to stop. This area is off limits.
We have a right to see the Open Lord. We are citizens of the city.
You have a right. When it is your turn, you must wait like everyone else.
Oh, some bollocks. Well, what are you going to do if we continue on?
I'll arrest you, of course, but not before I've beaten you half to death. I smile.
Make an intimidation, please.
What kind of intimidation?
A skill check intimidation?
Okay.
Yeah,
You're using your words, not your muscles in this aspect.
She's not a griffin. Does that grant advantage?
I mean, if you want to, okay, yeah, I'll give you advantage. Okay, I'll give you a choice. I'll give you a choice, Virginia. You have a choice here. You can either have advantage, it'll be charisma, or you can use this more as a show of force, like grabbing, showing your weapon, and like your muscles and your griffin, and you can use your strength instead. Would you rather have advantage with charisma or one roll with your strength mod?
Well, I already rolled. So I guess strength.
Okay, we'll just do it. Then do intimidate. 18. All right, cool. All right. So you kind of do that, and they all kind of pause, and the one says, "It's the fucking Half-Heart. She took down a dinosaur."
That's right, I did.
And they're all just like,
You have heard of it.
yeah, and they all just kind of be like, "Fuck you," and they just go the other way. Or as you're kind of walking back up that way, you see the group of them just kind of start walking the other way, and they kind of they like eye you, but like break eye contact. Like one like spits at your feet, but they don't do much or anything else.
And I'm gonna say, Snaggletooth, make sure they don't follow us, please. Thank you. And then I'm gonna skip away.
You see Snaggletooth, and it just flies off. Ori, do you go to meet up with Rowan?
Yeah.
All right, cool. You two will meet up, and then we'll.
I want to catch back up to the others.
We're gonna go with them first.
Okay.
Calvin, Sangfroid, and Grit. As you began running up ahead, you'll see a person just kind of waiting out, just a half elf man, and he's just kind of more in a servant's attire. Just it's very well put together, very clean. You see him waiting out in the back of like the empty field that's of the wall that goes around the back of Castle Waterdeep. As he sees you, you'll see him like tuck out a pipe real quick, like just like they had lit, and you'll see him go over to a wall, and he will.
Before he does that,
Mhm.
I am going to do a sweep and make sure we're not being observed by anything that I can readily tell is following us. So
Go ahead.
I'd like to preview. That is a 27.
27.
Yes.
As you look about, there's one thing that catches your eye, way in the distance, perched up on one of the low mounds that leads up on Mount Waterdeep. So we're talking a great distance away. You don't think this person can truly see you, but you can see a person out in the distance. They're sitting with like one leg down, the other knee up. They have their arm rested, and they seem to be looking in the direction of Castle Waterdeep. And you can't really tell who they are, what their features are, other than just a small little reflection of gleam that's maybe coming from like maybe some spectacles they're wearing, or just some kind of reflection from their eyes.
Like a spyglass.
It could even be a spyglass. It's hard to tell unless maybe you had a spyglass.
Why do I not have a spyglass?
Because they're expensive and you didn't want to pay the money for it.
I didn't spend any time on mundane gear
at
all.
But that's the only thing you notice. That's quite far away. A singular person looking very casual.
Is everything okay, Mr. Lord Washington?
We may be being watched. Quickly now.
All right, the gentleman will open up a secret door that'll let the three of you in, and as you get in, he'll turn around and he'll shut the door. Oh, thank you. I was informed you were coming. I'm glad you were quick about it. Follow me this way, okay? I was told what you have to say is important.
That is what. Yes, it is.
Okay.
I certainly think so.
Okay. The Harpers have been able to get a moment with her.
Excellent.
She has been speaking to many citizens and many different members of the Watch throughout the day. It has been a little hectic.
You should pass the word that it's not impossible that there was somebody up the hill watching when we entered the secret door there.
Really? Okay.
No guarantees, but extra precautions would be wise.
Did you notice anything about them?
They appeared to be lounging, and I caught a glint off of that may have been coming off of some sort of glass, and just to make a guess, possibly a spyglass or some sort of magical lenses, likely a far-seeing.
I see.
Something that so I wouldn't put it past someone to be observing the rear here.
We'll take a look. All right. As he leads you a few other chambers, he passes you on to another servant, and as he goes back the other way,
At this point, I'm going to come back and I'm going to coach you, Sangfroid, and be like, we do not have a lot of time here. Be very short and concise with your tale.
I will save the more colorful story for another day.
If we discover that there's additional information and pertinence that we've forgotten, we can always, as I said, get a report to her.
But of course.
All right. As you're led down a few chambers, you're taken to a particular room, and Calvin, you know this room just to be like a little side room, like nothing special. Just a little further away from the main throne room where she would meet and do open council and make open decisions about civic matters and whatnot. And as the person opens the door, inside you'll see the Open Lord Laeral Silverhand, who is just kind of looking out a one-way kind of window that she has that's looking out into the courtyard and seeing all the people just protesting. There is what she looks like. And she'll turn around, and let it be known, she is very tall. She is obscenely tall. Like, let me see if there should be... If I remember right, she is something like 6'4".
So, Ori's height.
Yeah, she is quite towering in her presence, and she turns, and she says, "It is you that has requested to speak with me."
Yes.
Good.
Lady
Please.
Silverhand, let me present Sangfroid De Sand.
Sangfroid De Sand.
And he has information pertaining to the dragon heist, some of the possible ramifications of the dragon heist, and Jarlaxle's current plans.
Oh, so you bring us of events of past. Yet right now I'm struggling with the events of present. I understand this seems to be of important note, but I understand that I'm battling a lot currently, and anything you have more relevant and pressing to that is at my beck and call at the moment. But I will hear you out if it is for the sake of Waterdeep. I trust your intent.
Sangfroid will take a step forward. Your Majesty.
Sangfroid, please speak openly.
I am afraid I think things of the past are quite things of the present. Your compatriots here who were a part of that heist are familiar with a golden dragon staff that was a part of the hoard that was not recovered when the city was given it all back. I can assure you this is indeed in the possession of the man known as Jarlaxle. And according to a source I have inside his walls, that is a very important item for what he has planned, and what he has planned does not seem to be of the interest of everybody.
So you bring to me distressing news, saying that the events of the past are present, and that he has some staff that, if I remember through my conversations with the Black Staff, we had no idea of what his power is capable of, seems to be of something of a dangerous note. Now you mentioned his plans. What are his plans?
Unfortunately, that I cannot fully extrapolate on. I do not know what this item does, nor do I know what he means to do with it. But the information I bring to you that I did not deem fit to bother your Black Staff with is that the gentleman has been arming a number of people with armor and weapons and supplies of that nature. Something that I don't think just any good Samaritan does willy-nilly. That seems quite an aggressive thing to be doing en masse, no?
So who is he arming? How have you come across this information? Excuse me if I seem brash, but the first time I've met you, and I have no idea of why we're trusting you. Not to say that Jarlaxle is a trustworthy person or a distrustworthy person, but I have not known of your history, your location, or anything to what you bear before me as truth or hearsay, and I assume you're wanting me to act on this knowledge.
I was certainly hoping so, just my charming nature alone. But I understand you are a busy woman with much going on running cities. Um, so I can extrapolate more. As far as how I'm aware of this particular piece of information, well, it's because I have seen it myself.
Where have you witnessed it?
This was in Luskin, his base of operations, if you will.
So the base of operations in Leskin, and you said that he's been outfitting persons. For how long and whom?
For the last several years, he's made a number of great and many things.
And what do you wish for me to do?
Oh, what would any open lord do for their citizens if they were under potential threat of danger from a man like that?
You've just given me a blanket statement. Answer my question. What do you wish for me to do? Give me a strategy. Give me a plan. Or did you come here just to hope that I would think of one of my own based on just the conjecture that you bring me? Are you wanting me to remove Do you believe that I should remove Jarlaxle from the city? Just toss him on out. Do you believe I should behead him? Should he be punished? Should he be locked up? Should we wage war on Luskin? Should we negotiate how we handle our trades with them and put them all to an end? Please tell me. I would love to hear how you best believe we should be handling this matter. Based upon what you have informed me, person of unknown origin that I have no idea who it is.
I remember you being very pragmatic. I remember you were always very to the point. So it's good to see that has not changed in these many years.
You say this as if we've met. And then
Yeah.
at that point, she starts kind of glaring more at you. She starts like looking at you more. And with that, let's see.
With that, I am going to do a quick thing. Not a thing, just eye thing again. I'm going to stare at this guy.
She actually has nothing. So, yeah, she kind of like narrows her eyes down at you. And Carl, remind me what your ability does.
I need to know if I will be able to sense the presence of illusions, shape changers not in their original form, and other magic designed to deceive the senses within 30 feet.
Then yes, that would be the entire look of Sangfroid. Sangfroid is under a deceitful illusion that hides his visage.
I tried to tell you, literally everyone you meet is Jarlaxle.
I mean, I mean, Kelvin knows this.
Oh my god.
Kelvin has taken half been kind of like off to the side a bit, letting you take the brunt of this. Back up a bit so that he's behind you.
Sangfroid would notice this, but not pay it too much mind. But yes, we have met. You meet many people, so it's completely understandable that it would come and go through your mind. But forgive me, but I feel like you are asking me to solve a problem that quite simply not mine. I am.
She puts a hand up as she takes a deep breath, and when she opens it, her eyes just glow white for a moment, and then as you look, there's a white ring that goes around her iris. And she looks at you and she smiles. I now understand. Don't say any more words. I understand your origin, and I understand your impatience. I believe you,
Come.
and I am glad to
Good.
welcome you home.
It has been some time, but
But
home might be a bit of a stretch.
but understand, you still come to me with half-cocked ideas that come with no basis. It's not that I don't believe you, but that I can't. But that with the strategies that derive, is I need to know more. We need to know more. We need to know what this plan is. We need to know what that staff does. I'm willing to outfit who I can with to help in getting that information, and if you wish to assist, Waterdeep would once again be in your debt.
I will do whatever it is that you require of me, but I need to know that we are not doing this alone.
You've never been doing it alone.
Is that so?
Of course not. But you may be the reason why we are able to make progress.
That is good. I'm glad to hear that.
But understand we can't act hastily. We can't act with zealous fervor. You've seen outside my castle doors, yes?
Yes, you are a popular woman these days.
You understand that it's a delicate matter. Yes?
I will be honest, I do not really understand much when it comes to the ways of politics. It is, how you say, not my area of expertise. But I hear the word used quite a lot. It's been a word of the day.
I think of it this way. You and many others are a follower of some patron. Take your pick. One that means something to you. I'm sure that you can.
Like your bitch queen this morning.
If Umberly is your god of choice, then please. But within this metaphor, I would consider yourself in the shoes of being a follower of a god you actually believe.
Who's to say?
If suddenly that god that you and many, many, many others worship has been zealously leading you on a path that you believe is right, righteous, for your own good and for your own and others' happiness. And then suddenly, the other gods uproot yours, admonish them, and lock them away. How do you think you react? And then how do you think majority of the other followers would react in that remark? Feeling besmirched, feeling as if they are being thwarted within every objective they believe is right and just for them and all of their persons. And the god that was leading them on said path is suddenly besmirched.
I think I would just simply laugh at the metaphor of comparing a man to a god.
But almost all gods were once men. And in Waterdeep and within this history, it knows that better than anything.
Maybe true that maybe one day he might be, but it's a little counting your chickens before you hatch, no?
Not when I look at his worshippers and his followers. Zealotry is zealotry. It makes no difference if it's to a man or to a god. You strip them away of their icon, their idol. The city will burn. You wish to protect the city. I wish to protect the city. But in the method of just cutting off the head, in this case, will surely destroy the rest of the body. Your method will not work. I appreciate it. I wish it'd be the one to do. I am a person who prefers to handle things quick and swiftly. I had no qualms with Daggett Neverember when it came to that. But he was not a man that was loved. He was not a man that had the praises of the city. Just their coin.
Well, I have a very good feeling that when all is said and done, whoever ends up on the winning side, that those people are going to find out that gods can be very disappointing.
I'm sure they will. We will
But,
speak again, and I'll reach back out to you. However I can help to outfit you, please let me know.
Your associate suggested that the man you just spoke of, Mr. Neverember himself, would be someone to speak of about the origins of this staff. What do you say to that?
That seems like a good starting point. Knowing what it does allows us to better understand what the plan might be. Build our defenses and do what we need to better defend the persons of Waterdeep.
Yeah. I am but a humble servant and a weapon for you to use. All you must simply do is point.
She lets out a sigh. Her eyes fall a little like heavy. Then figure out what the staff does and get the information you need to prove Jarlaxle's guilt.
It will be done, but it is quite a distance away. We may need some assistance getting such a great distance in a reasonable amount of time.
A ship and crew can be given.
It would expedite the journey greatly.
Consider it done. I can get it ready for you in 2 days.
2 days it is.
Get what you need ready then.
I will work on finding a crew then, I suppose.
I will have a crew ready for you. There will be
Oh.
a captain waiting at a ship, and I will let you know what ship and what captain.
Perfect. Then me and my compatriot Gert here will be on our way once that is all acquired.
Very well. I will send the word to Trollskull, and she'll look over at Calvin.
Calvin will nod.
I appreciate your time, Your Majesty.
Of course.
And Sangfroid will turn around and leave. Well, turn around and be somewhat surprised that Calvin is standing behind him, and then step to the side and make towards the exit.
Yeah, like while he's going to step to the side, Calvin will simply slide out of his way. Actually, kind of turn and pivot and exit.
So I said, I heard something about lunch, no?
Indeed, if you'll follow me.
All right. So go back to Rowan and Ori. You two find yourself just kind of aimlessly kind of standing behind the back of Castle Waterdeep. Like, not sure exactly where they went, but
I'm going to be making like an illusion, the image of a griffin flying around,
mm-hmm.
and then chasing like little crows or something, and just snapping them up just for Rowan's amusement.
Rowan is not amused.
Well,
She's harder to oppress than you thought.
Well, there's no pleasing you.
All right. After about 5-10 minutes or so, you see a secret door open, and a half-elf man escorting Calvin, Sangfroid, and Grit back out.
Did it go well?
As well as can be expected given the political climate, as you would say.
Calvin, for those who know him, probably looks a little shook.
No good.
But we got as much as can be expected, and Grit and I will be out of your cities here in 2 days' time, and on our way to hopefully getting to the bottom of this mystery.
So, lunch then.
Sounds wonderful. I'm famished.
We haven't eaten since this morning.
Traditionally, when one has lunch.
Just one measly fish pie.
All right. So you going to lunch at Trill Skull?
Yep.
All right. So this is going to be a long walk.
I'll get us a fucking cab if it's.
You get you guys you a dray.
I'll fly there.
Well, Rowan definitely beats you guys there as you take the dray all the way up the high road.
Calvin.
1 second. How much does it cost?
The dray, it's gonna run you 2 gold. Not even. It's actually only gonna run you 5 silver.
Oh.
I tip a gold. Calvin doesn't have time for change.
Man.
Rich person.
Yes.
Man, must be nice.
Down with the lords.
Down with the 1%.
You are the 1%.
She's like the 2%.
No, she's worse. She's well in that bottom tier of wealth, but she's a cop. So
Well, she's not. She's in the 99%, but she works for the 1%.
I don't know that I like this party very much, honestly.
Wait, what's not to like about Sangfroid? He's a teller of stories with a French accent. He's very.
Yeah.
All right. So you make your way to Troll Skull Alley into the Troll Skull Manor, which over the 4 years has gone over quite the transformation. It has grown a little bit as the side buildings next to it have gone under sale over time and have been not only bought but merged into the establishment. Troll Skull Manor, it now has a full-on distillery, a full-on brewery, along with the back half of it has an outdoor stage, plenty of seating, and it is known for its extremely open and lavish interior, involving multiple snugs and other forms of just lounge-like seating and material, and it's incredibly reasonable pricing. Let alone, it now also offers room and board for almost up to 10 people or 10 different rooms at any given time, along with providing all this space.
Wow, it's so different from what I remember.
Yeah.
It is definitely shaped up how Troll Skull Alley has become. The whole road has a new atmosphere and lighting to it. As it was nice beforehand, there's just something kind of nuanced and new about it.
I used to eat rats in the attic.
Memories.
We keep rats on the menu just for no.
Who eat rats?
That's just what any of the employees say when something goes bad. They just,
Is Lift still here?
Is Troll Skull famous for its ghost bartender?
I assume that's one of our attractions.
It definitely is. He is the ghostest with the mostest.
He is. Good old Lip.
So
All right. So I basically escort everybody straight upstairs into our private, into one of my private and secure dining areas.
When we
Is
walk
there
in,
a stable nearby to leave a Snaggletooth?
yes, actually,
There's Griffin parking in the back.
there is actually a full-on stables which could hold, which if it can hold a horse, it can hold your griffin.
I take Snaggletooth there for rest.
It would not be the first time that your stable hands have taken care of a griffin.
Probably slightly more accurate to say the stable hands let the griffin take care of itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there would be a human man who would help. He would be like, I got the reins, ma'am, and would help to walk Snaggletooth into a nice comfy pen.
Perfect.
We'll make sure he's well fed and has all the water he needs. Is there anything we need to know about his treatment?
No, he's pretty easygoing.
Oh, very well then. Oh, and what is his name? Does he did he react to his name?
His name is Snaggletooth.
Ah, what an adorable name, Snaggletooth. Very well, we'll take good care of Snaggletooth.
Thank you.
Master Waterson.
I nod. Nod. Greet the what can just stay a nameless NPC by name.
Let's make up a name. He's the stable master.
It just says stable master above his head.
Stable Master Ted. Name him Ted.
My name's Ted.
Henry crap.
My name is Ted Henry. Stable master Ted Henry here.
Ted Henry Todison.
Yeah. Ted Henry remembers. Oh God. All right, so you head into you head in through one of the more an entrance labeled staff only as you head towards a private dining area that you have set up for yourself, Calvin. Someone comes in to bring you a pitcher of water and several just clay mugs. It's nothing crazy, and just sets up everything that you need. For initial drink, and just looks at you, Calvin. It says, "Mr. Waterson, are we having drinks tonight? What kind of food? What can I get you?"
Oh, can I have some blood wine, please?
Yes, we always keep some blood wine.
What? Blood wine? What is blood wine?
It looks like blood.
I think it's just wine.
It's just wine.
It's
Oh.
red.
Well,
But we were forewarned that this may happen, so.
Yeah.
Can I
Just whatever we have on hand for the specials of the day.
Very well.
We should. If anybody has any specific drink orders, I'd be happy to oblige.
no, I trust you.
I still want blood wine.
And once we have our food, that'll be all.
Get it, Kaya. Get that bone. You tell it who's boss.
It's quite impressive what you have done with this place.
You'd be amazed at what a very large influx of gold all at one time will do.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yes, Rowan pats her axe.
I had heard stories of this being much more of a dump on
What? It was never a dump.
my travels. So to hear that it is turned itself around to this extent is quite impressive. You must be very proud of yourself.
Rowan
Waiters will come in with
huffs
water,
herself.
wine.
It was never a dump.
Your blood wine is brought in. A bottle of wine is brought to the table. A decanter of whiskey is also brought. along with some of the it's along with a small keg of the of troll skull lager is brought in.
I greedily drink the blood wine.
I'll
So-
reach onto the table and pour myself a whiskey.
All right. And does Grit drink anything?
Yeah, he will. He doesn't look too pleased about it, though.
What is he gonna drink?
He'll drink the lager.
All right.
He kind of sighs. Doesn't. None of this does anything for me. It all just tastes like water.
You're not
Perhaps if you try
a fan
some
of the
blood
drink.
wine, you'll feel differently.
Mm.
I kind of shove it towards you.
I'll try it.
Would you prefer any fruit juice or anything else that might be more to your taste? Anything we can assist with?
This wine tastes okay,
See? Blood wine.
but it still does nothing for me.
Perhaps something stronger, something more exotic, blood of a virgin. What do you require?
Blood of a virgin. No, this is fine. This is fine.
All right. Rowan, you're safe.
What?
What?
Did you say my name?
All right.
I thought there was whiskey for a minute.
So
Actual whiskey.
No, it's more blood wine.
Blood wine. All right. So you the orders of food will be coming eventually, but in the meantime, please enjoy your conversations.
Grit, where are you actually from?
Near Neverwinter.
Oh, convenient.
Not too far.
This is a bit of a homecoming for you
Hmm.
in 2 days, eh?
That's where we met, Sangfroid.
Indeed it is. Indeed it is. It's been a crazy journey these past couple months getting to here, but we're on the right track, so it is good, and we'll be on our way and out to these fine people's hair.
We're going with you.
There's a matter of business that we need to discuss later.
Oh, but of course. But I'm sorry, you were saying that you are coming with us. I did not think that the city of Waterdeep could afford to spare its captain of the guard and 2 of its most prominent lords. That seems a bit silly, no?
Well, Calvin said it would help bring justice to Temper. So I think we should go.
Oh, I mean, that is a very sweet gesture, but I don't know if you're.
It's not sweet, it's justice. What's
Dude.
wrong with you?
I don't know if your employers would be too thrilled to hear that you left your post.
I didn't. My post is currently under Calvin Waterson's instruction until further notice, until he has no further need of me. So
True.
I have not broken any rules.
True, but would your what is your commanding officer? He would not want you to still stay within the city limits, or the other captain that you have? I don't remember her name. Something was very hush hush when it came to her, but
They gave no such command.
a woman who follows her orders. That is it is admirable, I must say. But
He kind of frowns at you.
but what about you, Lord Waterson, Lord Amastacia? Seems a bit too dangerous for the likes of some nobles of proper birth and of the city, no?
We were going there before, as of the telling of your first tale. Your being dispatched just happened to put you in line with where we're already going.
I have to say that's a very, forgive the pun, noble gesture of the both of you. It's going above and beyond for your city. You're not afraid of the politics of the matter?
I'm worried about the politics if we don't take care of this matter.
I have a deeply vested interest in seeing that no further machinations of Durlaxles get past me.
So that is very noble of you, to be certain.
But what's and actually wait, completely veer back off into small talk
Sure.
about stuff until the food comes.
Hmm.
So, what's the going rate to stay in a place like this?
I go into the various economics. I make sure that we keep an aggressively low price here, a fair bit below industry standard for this area, significantly cheaper than any place in, say, the North Ward.
Well, that is very kind of you to offer such services at such a low price. But I guess when you're born of your stature, making extra profits isn't quite as a necessity. So, yeah, fortuitous circumstances. And all.
It's important to make sure people have a place to come and a place to be. And the profits all get invested either into the place itself or into other things to help the city. So,
Just like Gerlach.
With
just
that,
like Charlotte.
the food comes on out. They bring out these beautiful decadent dishes. All right, so the meal we got going on today, in honor of the first day of Fleetswake, I bring to you some good old grilled swordfish, with an avocado mayonnaise and some assorted roasted vegetables with a particular home blend sauce that we do here. We also have a bowl of mixed greens. And if fish is not to your liking, we do also have a pork roast that has been slow cooking for some time now. That will be ready shortly. That I could also bring if that is more to your palate.
Bring the pork. I'm not sure about all these sauces.
It is very well, ma'am. But I will let you know, and the sauce that was used for the vegetables, it does include some of your blood wine.
Ooh. Well, it's probably pretty good then.
If I had to say so, if I had to say it in it, I would say it is quite good. But I will let you be the ultimate
I grab
judge.
a veggie with my finger and eat it.
It's very delicious.
Oh.
So, but you let me know. Just give me a ring, and I will bring you whatever you're looking for. Thanks.
Good sir. Before you leave, might I catch your name?
Yeah, my name is Gaspon.
Oh, Gaston. It is nice to make your acquaintance. How do you
Yes.
like working in an establishment like this?
It's been wonderful. I've been here now 3 years. He looks over at Calvin. I like the three. It's been 3 years. 3.
Getting to be 3.5.
Yes. I get my own run at the menu. I get to experiment and try many things, and I get to do what I always wanted to do, which is give people a decadent taste at a not decadent price. The
Very nice. In this Master Waterson, and he runs the place well. He doesn't give you too much trouble.
He gives us plenty of trouble, but we usually deserve it, so it works out.
Well, I suppose that is fair. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Oh yes. Take care, please enjoy.
As always, my compliments to the staff.
Yes, I'll make sure the word is quite well spread.
What do you think, Kurt? Are you going to indulge in more fish today, or have you had enough for 24 hours?
Swordfish seems rare.
At least it is not in paste form, so that is a bonus.
Yes.
Uh,
Sangfroid will plate himself some swordfish and mixed veggies.
They already all like they're plated up, decorated
Oh,
plates already.
I thought it was
So
like family style.
oh no. There's a bowl of mixed greens, effectively, just some form of simple house salad that is up for grabs. But like the plates are beautiful. They have just different colors of like reds, oranges, and greens, where it looks like it has like maybe some sweet potatoes, zucchinis, cherry tomatoes, um, alongside this greenish kind of sauce that sits on top of this very flaky, buttery sea bass.
Swordfish.
Or swordfish,
Calvin,
sorry.
you made this place fancy.
Swordfish. This is not typical menu.
I just looked. I was like, I didn't exactly know what else to do with my background. I just kind of got some recommendations and paid some people, and it's worked out.
I lean over and then I whisper, "Does Bonnie work here?"
That's actually a fair question. I don't think she does.
No. She has helped out in the past, but she stopped helping out here about 2 years ago.
No, she cut ties about 2 years ago.
In fact, when's the last time you think you've been to the Yawning Portal?
Oh, I still stop by on the regular.
Then you know Bonnie's no longer at the Yawning Portal.
Mm,
Doesn't she have a stake in the troll skull?
a small one.
A quarter of it.
But she left Waterdeep.
Assuming she didn't sell it or whatever. It was hers to do whatever the fuck she wanted.
Yeah, that may probably ended up being what she was doing, unless she basically bought out of this one and bought into her own or another one.
Whatever. I literally know nothing about her whereabouts or anything of the sort. All I know is that at the time of Temper's death, that he bestowed upon her in his will a quarter of the share based on what he had invested in Trolls.
But yeah, Bonnie has left Waterdeep. It's about all that you know.
She left Waterdeep.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, Temper's not here.
Yeah, because he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
She'll join him in however many years. That'll be fine. They'll have a reunion eventually. It'll be like that scene in Hercules. They'll just be swirling in that thing together.
Oh my goodness, the fucking the Sea of the Dead.
Yeah, they'll just be floating around in that shit together.
I'm so annoyed. It's like the Sea of the Dead. My first thing is like the Gargasso Sea. I'm like, that's the Sargasso, and that's still wrong. Oh God. All right. So your food has arrived. You're all enjoying this beautifully cooked meal. Is there anything else you wish to discuss over dinner?
Yeah, lots.
Can I take a pee break real quick?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
I'm assuming let's keep the conversation going. Rowan's just taking a pee break in the game too.
Yeah.
So Kelvin will actually not be eating like a lot of his food. He'll have picked out some of his like favorite pieces real quick, eaten it, and then he would have pulled out a couple of books and set them down on the table. One of them is an atlas, and he's just kind of tracing. So it looks up. So you two met in Neverwinter. At some point, made your way to Luskan. Recently in Chult, and arrived here.
Greta, I don't think you've been to Luskan before.
No.
No, Greta was never in Luskan.
No. We from when I was hired, we were in Neverwinter, and we traveled from there. We made a couple stops to Chult, to Port Naranyu. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Nyanzaru.
Nyanzaru, yeah. There's a C in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we made our way here, which took another bit of time.
So you had word from Luskan prior to meeting Grit in Neverwinter?
You have that correct, yes.
So then you went from Neverwinter to Chult.
Eventually, I think there was a few stops along the way. Yes.
And then you came from Chult here with this dire news.
You seem to have a pretty good record of things.
Just trying to work out the timelines. Why, if this information was so important for you to get to the Open Lord's ears in person, why did you not make your way there straight away?
Well, that certainly was the goal initially. I had charted or I keep saying that word and maybe I confused. I had boarded a ship that was destined for here in Waterdeep, but it had been determined by Jarlaxle's people that I might be in possession of information that I should not have, and they had sent someone after me, which caused me to have to jump ship and continuously have to be very careful about how much I was making myself available to be seen in the many-month sense, because there's eyes everywhere, and you never know exactly who you can trust. So, have to be much more careful and discreet about coming here, and that's why I made it to Neverwinter, and I met up with my friend Grit here, who helped me in the pinch of eluding some ne'er-do-wells, and thought it best to try and keep our journey as difficult to track as possible. And in exchange for assisting me, Grit had some manners he needed to take care of in some of these other ports, and I decided it was best for both parties if we made our way the way we did and got here when we did. Does that about cover it for you?
Couple nod. All right.
Let's just say if you ever see a man with silver eyes, tell me, and I will stay out of the way.
Oh, you don't say. Silver eyes, kind of whited out.
Yeah,
Right?
like moonlight.
Who would that be to you?
It would be the person that has been hunting me since I left.
Mm-hmm. So an agent of Jarlaxle's?
Well, I can only assume. I don't have. I never met the individual. We've never had swordfish together, if you will. But he's very, very eager to get his hands on me. So I'm trying to do my best to stay clear of him.
Because I saw such a man in the crowd this morning.
Sangfroid will look a bit alarmed, and his more easygoing disposition will have kind of slid off a bit at hearing that news. He don't say. Here in Waterdeep.
Yeah, at the very ceremony for Umberley that we met just a short time afterward.
Huh. I see. Well, perhaps I have not done as good a job as I had thought.
Or in not losing your trail, the only logical place to pick you back up would be Waterdeep itself. Where else would you sell the information?
I suppose it is possible. I did not see this man myself, so I am certainly hoping he did not see me. Well, I think I am going to, how you say, lay low for the next couple of days until that ship is available to.
If you'd like,
head out.
If you'd like, you can stay here. I have some, what should be some of the more secure rooms in the city, at least when it comes to foiling Jarlaxle and any of his Regandareth.
I certainly appreciate it, but I'm pretty sure you are most likely quite full with the festivities going on. I found a room at an inn in town, and so my accommodations are already taken care of. But I very much appreciate it. I did not want to put the man like you out in any sort of way.
And what inn are you staying at?
Insert name here.
The splintered chair.
That.
Hmm.
Can't remember.
Yeah.
Or, sorry, the splintered stair. Blah.
It's a little bare bones, but I am. Do not let the clothes fool you. I am an easy man to please. I can make do with a four walls and a roof.
I can appreciate that.
Most of a roof. And Grit here is hired to look after me and keep me away from such threats. So I think we will be more than fine. As you can see from today, he is quite good in a pinch.
I may be small, but I'm strong.
Yeah, you don't have to be big to be strong.
In my experience, most of the strongest people I know have been. And I just see he just glances at Rowan, then glances at you, condensed in small packages.
I will certainly say things in small packages are usually surprising in one way or another.
Damn right we are.
So,
As food's packed up, coffees are brought out.
yeah, which I would have actually signaled for once people had kind of like wrapped up and cleared the dishes and so on. I don't. Again, basically because of the staff would have been had the "Do not disturb" sign up after food was initially delivered.
Yeah, they would have taken the video. We hoped you enjoyed your food, Lady Amastacia.
That was lovely. Thank you.
They'll hand you a coffee.
My lady, you have been quite quiet over this meal. I assume the food was just good. I hope I am not boring you with our tales of our last several months.
Whoop!
So
Ah! I hope I haven't been boring you. Yeah, fuck it, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm a tip.
it's like too boring. Gotta go play my own campaign.
God. Well, I already know what our first compilation will be. Every time someone fucking DCs. Holy crap.
I don't like that I'm taking a starring role in the first significant portion of that compilation.
Mm.
Yeah, I want to talk to Ori.
But you can't, because they're not here.
I know
Oh,
she's
oh, oh, oh. I started the obstacle.
Roll in, roll in, roll in.
Grit has inhaled this cup of coffee, and I have a question. Is caffeine considered a poison?
No, it's considered a drug.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a stimulant. Most like.
So you're not immune to it.
So there's a tiny little kobold in the corner of your table just going.
It does something for me.
Oh yes, I apologize. I should have mentioned this to you. He gets a little excited when he has the coffee.
Rowan pushes away the coffee and says, "I don't want this dirt water."
But it's so good.
Oh, we can
Would
get
you
you
like
some leaf water.
Or...
You can have mine, Grit.
All good things in moderation.
He's a stronger man than I must say. The willpower on this one, you would not believe.
Aw.
JG's.
JG's having trouble. It keeps loading and then error message pops up. So I think he's trying to get on.
It keeps happening this issue with Roll20.
Yeah.
Forgive our technical difficulties, all thousands of you watching this right now.
I know, right? Oh.
5. One of them's me.
We can cut it out in the YouTube edit.
Oh.
I'm having lots of fun playing Rowan again.
Yeah.
I'm having
It's
lots
nice
of
not
fun
being. It's
watching
nice
you play
not
Rowan
being a
again.
character anymore.
You think?
That was kind of hard.
Yeah, I can imagine it would be. Trust me, I'm currently all too aware of how difficult that is.
Are you? Ooh, I don't know what your alignment is.
You don't? Well, I mean, we already know. You already know who he is.
I
He's,
told you,
he's Jarlaxle.
Oh, God damn it.
I asked Bo, is it possible for an NPC to be a playable character? And he said, sure. And I said, cool, then I'm Jarlaxle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense. You're trying to sabotage yourself. It's like a self-sabotagation thing.
The
To be fair,
person you would least suspect is the person doing the accusing.
To be fair, I'm also playing Jarlaxle, so.
Yeah. Little
I
did you
am
know.
not.
Hey,
It's actually.
we have a new follower. It's Blame the Dog.
Oh,
Thanks.
hi.
Thanks, Blame the Dog.
Do we know Blame the Dog?
Hey,
Yeah,
Kenny.
it's Kenny.
Oh, hi, Kenny.
It's Kenny.
Kenny.
All right. Hey, chat. How many of you, which just went from 7 to 5, how many of you
playing.
think that he's truly Jarlaxle, but in disguise?
Mm.
I don't think you're Jarlaxle.
No, of course he's not Jarlaxle.
Does I seem very charming?
He's Neverember.
You're too charming to be Jarlaxle. Jarlaxle wouldn't give himself away that easily.
That's fair.
Oh, well, fuck it. I'm just watching from Twitch.
I mean, we can't just do that. Like, you're a
Yeah.
player, dude. We want
He
you to
can't
be
seem to
here.
get on. He's tried like 3 times though.
Like,
You can't get it up.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Love you. Saw.
that's worrisome.
That's, yeah.
That's
I wonder what's going
worrisome.
on. Ha
Aw.
ha! Ugh,
Go to jail.
go away.
That's worrisome. I'm like, I'm trying to think what it is. Like, it either is like what? It's either PC based or it's internet based for the
I'm
issue.
thinking it's
Or
probably
Roll20.
just water.
Roll20 has some issues.
Yeah, I think it's just Roll20. But it's, yeah.
Well,
I mean, I've had issues with it today.
We've all had like little issues, but like it not letting a
Yeah.
person actually get on.
Yeah, mine just kicks me off, but then I can reload it fairly easily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I mean, one of the ones we had today was just our internet. Our internet just cut out.
Maybe try a different browser and disable your ad blocker if you have one.
Yeah.
And just lost Calvin.
Oh. They didn't like my suggestion.
Maybe they're doing your suggestion.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is just Roll20. Roll20, stop being a butt. You can't play D&D if you're gonna be a butt.
Oh, we were just about to talk to Ori too.
I know,
Yeah,
like,
literally summoned him.
I mean, we can call the game here, but like we're just like in the middle of conversation, so I would hate to end it at this point.
Yeah, it feels like not a natural stopping point.
It is definitely not a natural stopping point. Middle of
Well-
conversation. How are you doing, Ori? Boop. It's definitely not a
And that's where
natural
we're
stopping
going to
point.
take our break for today.
And that's where we'll call it. Oh, now Carl having issues? Oh God.
Maybe
Oh,
Carl
no.
was just like stress testing it
Yeah.
to see if he could log out and get back in.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
probably what he was doing.
I don't know.
I think he's having trouble too because he's not back yet.
I mean,
Yeah.
we could technically just move to disc.
But
That-
then we're
I
not
feel like
streaming.
that's never worked.
I mean, no, we're still streaming. Like all the audio is still gonna go through.
I don't like it though. I like to see your faces.
I mean, you can do video on Discord.
I just feel like somebody always has an issue with Discord too, isn't it, JD?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he always had an issue with Discord.
Which 100% then makes me question of it being something more PC related. But
I
whatever.
don't know what his computer is like. I mean, his camera sucked for so long. I don't know what the rest of the setup is like.
Are you now here, JG? Because I'm seeing your icon staying. Is your camera just off? Not hearing a mic. Carl, is everything good on your end?
Yeah, my Wi-Fi likes to drop out at about this time of day.
Oh, okay.
And not my Wi-Fi, but like my PC's Wi-Fi card, like just loses connection to the internet for a minute.
Gotcha, gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha. Alright. Well, if we can get, hopefully, fingers crossed. This is it. Everyone, cross your fingers. I do believe in fairies. I do believe in fairies. This is the time where JG connects, and we actually get to keep playing. This is it. This is it! Come on!
You can do it. We believe in you.
I believe in you.
Nothing's it did the error message again.
Maybe try a different browser.
I mean, we can try just doing Discord. Just at least that way we can at least get the dialogue out and get the conversation completed.
Yeah, I mean we don't really need the map at this point.
We don't. And
That's what you think. He's about to drop us into combat right in the troll skull manor. Gaspon is actually a servant of
I
mine.
need all of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Gaspon is just
Here we are in Troll Skull Manor.
Except for me, because Gaspon works for me, Dralaxel.
Alright, but I'm actually just gonna put you guys back.
But this could be a double cross.
Yeah.
Alright, well I guess we can try going to disc. Though JG's gonna figure out what's going on, because obviously we can't do disc all the time.
Do we not have Discord on this computer? Uh-oh.
There it is.
Oh, booby. You gotta hate when you have all the little techie issues.
Yep. Never have a problem whenever you don't need it to work. Wait, who are these people?
Right. I'm just gonna bring open disc. We can just do disc. I'm making my way on there.
I'm gonna mute myself here.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the
Making
same.
away.
Oh, never mind. I guess we're using this one.
Hmm?
There's Bo. Are we using Highway to Hell, or are we gonna use a different chat?
Yeah, I just need to change the name.
Oh. Oh, just erased all the fun we had. 5 seconds on Discord at one time. Oh, I know these names now. Okay. I'm looking at the chat, the general chat. I'm like, who the fuck are these people? Oh,
People you know.
no. I'm not a complete idiot.
Hey, Rainbow, are you there?
Oh, holy shit.
We can hear him.
Yeah. Mostly just screaming, though.
You don't have Kris.
Carl's on mute. Are we doing video chat on here?
We can. I'm perfectly okay with it. Or I'm perfectly just being on the Roll20 map for visual and using Discord for audio.
Okay.
Um,
I think Carl and
Wait, cancel. I don't want to share my screen. I am not hearing Virginia.
I just
Oh,
heard
there we
her.
go. There we go. I now hear her.
Okay, good.
I think she got muted. If your account's not claimed, you haven't actually like created an account. Like you
Oh, I did
didn't
at
set
one
up
point. I
your
tried
email.
to claim the account, but it won't let me claim it. So
My
Yeah.
camera never works on disc, and I haven't taken the time to get it to work on disc. That's my only downfall here. Either way, we're still waiting
Okay.
for Kris to get on disc, I guess.
Kris asked for the link. I don't think he has it.
Oh, does he not? Okay, I can.
Yeah, because he's not in the chat room. I don't know how my computer's not gonna do video for both.
I left roll 20 completely.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, yeah, you can leave roll 20 completely if you like. I just put a Discord thing available for everyone to see and take, but we only got like 5 people. Welcome to our Discord.
Is this what Discord is?
A video.
Hey, video. Oh,
You actually got it to
you guys
work,
are
huh?
doing.
Yeah, I had to turn it off and on again.
Yeah, you have to completely disconnect Roll20 from your camera before it'll let you open it in Discord, unless you have the Discord app.
I have the Discord app and it's still not doing it.
Yeah, I have the Discord app and it did not.
I don't have the Discord app.
Give me
That helped
video
me do it.
until.
I mean, I'm not really worried.
At least they can hear us all the time with all this foolishness.
You can't even blame 2020 anymore.
No, but it's just 2021. It's still 2020.
So does that mean we should all just give up? It's 2021.
No, because next year will be 2022.
Sort of a pessimist stand.
We have 3 years of 2020. Actually, we have 10 years of 2020, I guess.
We were at 3 years of 2020.
On of a new decade. We started off real strong.
You.
The deep.
All right, you there?
Okay.
Yay!
All right.
Well, half of us are on one thing. Oh, that's how you do that. Okay. See. Idio.
JG, if it makes you feel any better, you had impeccable timing.
But really, though.
Yeah, was like, I'm finally gonna say something, and it's like, no, fuck it.
I hope I'm not boring you. Peace.
Did you guys not hear any of my thing?
No,
What?
apparently not.
I went through like a really long monologue.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, it was a really, it was a good one, and it was just done. I was like, God damn it.
I
Yeah,
asked you. I said you were being quiet, and I hope I wasn't boring you, and then that was it.
Yeah, I went through like a 5-minute monologue before I noticed I was disconnected.
Oh.
And there.
Yeah.
Where I was like, fuck this.
Now we just got to get Bo to
I'm
be
here.
connected. Okay.
Yeah, my camera's not gonna connect. That's gonna
You
take
just
time.
can't get the work.
Yeah,
But
just
I'm
your
not.
video.
I'm just not gonna worry about that. So we'll kick back in. So I believe we had just with the last line that was stated was by Sangfroid, and was to Lady Amastacia, saying that she had been relatively quiet this evening.
Indeed.
No. See, No, your story has been quite fascinating. I'm just lost in thought. I see this as being a weave just like any other weave, magical, non-magical. Is that it's just little bits of information that float around. It's little mysteries, and it only takes one to line up all of these webs, these mysteries, this weave, to find some sort of truth. And I'm simply trying to unravel that now. You said that we have 2 days, correct? Before we're to leave?
That is when your open lord said that she could have a ship and crew chartered for us by, so it seems that we have a small amount of time to kill.
That's...
So
I've heard of that. I didn't realize your meeting had gone so well.
It was
depends on your
a
but, you know, it was better than nothing.
I underestimated you. I apologize.
well. He didn't tell us that he knew the Open Lord.
That does change things. The
Yeah. No is such a strong word. I've been in her presence before. We are not say friends.
So, who are you actually?
I do not understand the question.
I've devoted most of the last 4 years to being able to tell if somebody's not presenting themselves as who they actually are. My bitter personal experiences with Jarlaxle have made that a deeply important skill for me to learn, and I can tell.
So you think I am Jarlaxle?
It's been done before.
He has a gift for guises, is that it?
Sorry, Kris. I had heard you a gift for.
He has a gift for guises, is that it?
He does, as do others.
when he asks you who are you, I believe what he means to say, and what I'm curious about, is that it seems that you're more than you show yourself to be. That you have a visage, and there is much more to you behind it.
I think that is true of most of us, no?
Well,
We all have things inside us. We have everyone has their secrets. Everyone, you know. I think your citizens of your city would believe that many people hide behind masks, while they are certainly doing the same thing themselves.
Makes a good point, though. You are smooth talking like Jarlaxle. And that can't be trusted.
Well, if you're worried that he's Jarlaxle, I could disprove that very quickly.
What if he's not Jarlaxle, but like Jarlaxle?
Well, I am flattered that you think I am, how you say, smooth talking, but I mean, I think the same could be said to your lord and lady here. Is in their station to be so. I am no different than them. I am just a simple wanderer with many stories to tell, and I came across a very important story, and I have now told it. And I hope to know more about this particular story and get to the bottom of it. It's hard to tell a tale when you don't have all the details of it. I wouldn't be a very good storyteller if I left it as a complete another mystery, now would I?
So is that all that you are then, a storyteller?
This is all I need to be.
See, until Lady Silverhand got a good look at you, I was considering giving you a job. At least making an offer.
A job. What kind of job would that be?
I represent a group of individuals who make it our business to check in on, balances of power, the locations of specific magical artifacts that may prove dangerous to the world. Keep track of
You were talking about your harpers.
Correct.
Is that the gist of it? Yes, I'm aware of your organization, though it seems in terms of keeping track of magical items and the balance of power, maybe we've had a slight failing in the last few years. Yes.
We've been working on it.
Yes, these things take time. I understand. But perhaps now, with my information and my journey to Neverwinter, I will be able to assist you in your organization, and you can get to the bottom of it and help yourselves however it is that you further whatever it is your goals are.
Tanfois.
Rowan.
Say you're a storyteller. Could I commission you for a story?
Could you commission me for a story? Like you want me to make one? You don't want to know the ones I already possess. You want me to come up with a new one for you, for mine.
New story that you tell everybody, everywhere.
Would this story happen to involve a halfling, battle axe wielding, griffin riding captain of the guard, perhaps?
No.
No, it would not. I was going to say, I mean, that story has been told up and down the coast already. That's how I have heard of you.
Blacksmith story.
Is this about your friend that you're all tied up in knots about?
I'm not tied up in knots.
You've whined about it several times since I've known you, and I have only known you one day.
It's true. You have brought it up numerous times today.
That's important.
Well, I mean, if there's more to that story that you want me to
You should have a
tell,
story.
I mean, if there's more to that story you want me to tell, but I mean, I was aware of the blacksmith that was teamed up with you and Lord Waterson and the sorcerer, whatever his name was, and that you all brought the wealth back to the city of Waterdeep. Coming here was the first of my knowledge that he had perished in these events, but if that is the case, I don't know how much more of the story there is to tell.
I will give you details about his life, and you will make a story.
Sure. You were a great assistance today, and I would you slew that monster very impressively. So for you, no charge. You tell me what you want me to know, and I'll spread the news, as it were.
Okay, we will talk later.
Of course, I am at your service. Does anybody else have any dead friends they want stories told about?
Not yet.
No, I do have friends that I would like to see dead.
Oh, those are very both ominous answers. You said I have stories of people I wanted, and you said not yet. For lords, you are very, how you say, very bold to be talking in this way. I think being of your stature, I guess, gives you some leeway to say some things out loud that others might keep to themselves.
I believe in being truthful and telling whole truths.
That is a
Something
very
that we probably won't disagree or do disagree upon.
a noble. You love to see it.
Lady Anastasia.
Ori is fine.
Ori, what is it like being a lady?
Do tell.
Calvin just puts his head into the one of his books.
It's not all that you think it is. It's more games of power than vanity. The vanity is just the fun part.
You're wearing a dress of cherry blossoms.
Yeah, do you want one?
No.
Then what is that? How is that important?
I just was curious. What is it like fighting in cherry blossoms?
Drafty.
I'm not the sort of lady you probably think I am.
You
I
look
also,
lady?
well, sure, but I'm not the type to stay at home, if you haven't gathered that from what I do. I'm not waiting on someone to save me.
Oh, I didn't think that.
No, just the kind that likes to set off fireworks at the parties and such.
Yeah.
The second
I would
round
do
of
so
coffee
in here,
comes
but
out.
probably
I
wouldn't
didn't know you
appreciate
could
it.
be a lady and an adventurer.
You don't know much of my family, do you?
No.
You said you were the last of your family. Am I not incorrect in that?
I am.
It doesn't sound like there's much.
Alvin, after swirling the wine glass. It's true, I'm the last of my family. And I have decided to keep it that way. So I'm not the typical lady in waiting you probably think I am. I don't spend a lot of time in courts either. I
was gonna reach out her fist for a fist bump and see if you want to give her a fist bump.
She's going to sort of awkwardly do a fist at you. Not meeting it, just sort of doing the same thing towards you.
I'm gonna
I am
tap
furious at all of us.
What?
I just remembered that we've all been bowing wrong.
Oh God, no,
Oh, yeah.
no, 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 no. We are not bringing back the water Dabians.
Yes,
oh,
we are.
God.
Sorry, I tap your fist.
It's canonical.
Oh, it is canonical, but oh.
You did this, bro.
Oh.
You did this.
No, actually, I think you
Is
did this.
this-
I'm pretty sure this was a you joke. Anyway.
No,
No.
that was a Kris
No,
joke,
it wasn't.
actually.
Anyway.
That was totally temper.
Anyway, back
Yeah.
into it. You said that Rowan was reaching forward to gently fist tap with Ori.
Yeah.
Is this some sort of greeting among Griffin riders?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Do it.
She'll do it again.
Yeah. You're a real warrior.
I do have a sword.
Yeah. You want some of my blood wine?
I have my own.
Hey.
Gaspon comes back out. Are we feeling a second round of coffee?
Oh, I don't like that dirt water.
And apparently, Gritters have too much.
I think we're all
More
set.
than enough.
Then you have a good afternoon, Master. The sun is almost just at its high.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course, of course. If there's anything else you need, just let me know. And he goes back into the kitchen.
Was that supposed to be code for something that I'm supposed to be aware of?
No, he's just letting
Or
you know.
was he just indicating that it's high noon?
That it's noon. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
It's been a very long.
Noon.
It's been a very long morning.
It has.
An eventful one.
Hmm.
Well, I appreciate your hospitality at your fine establishment, but considering the information you gave me about my admirer being in the city limits, I think I should go back to my.
The splintered stair, that's in the dock ward, isn't it?
Is it?
Yes. It's down on the very.
Yeah,
it's down in the very southern tip of the dock ward. Based on how much you guys have walked, actually, it is probably past noon. It is getting to the hottest part of the day, with it being summer in Waterdeep. This is a sweltering heat. It is
Siesta time.
Yes, very much so. That being stated, you could definitely walk back. It would probably take you, from what you could probably gather, 2 to 3 hours. You'd be walking across the entirety of Waterdeep in order to get back there.
Hmm.
Again, two things. The first is that you're aware that the dock wards are essentially Jarlaxle's seat of power, are you not? Here in Waterdeep?
I suppose they are certainly where he has put his investments in.
Yeah, and where he used to operate out of before he was above ground. And again, I iterate that my offer that you're more than welcome to stay here. I have space available that is, again, about as secure as anything outside of the castle.
Or my place. I do have a manor.
I suppose I don't think your open lord would much appreciate me staying the night.
Would you like to stay with me?
Well, your friend here does bring up a good point, and it is quite a distance away, so potentially being spotted is somewhat likely, given the circumstances, depending on where my admirer is at any given time. And as much as I appreciate your offer to stay in the manor, it sounds very fancy. Again, putting me out in the open, probably not the best idea. If you think it is best for me to stay here and you do not think the added danger of me staying here will put anyone in your charge in harm's way, then I think you are probably on the right path.
Yeah. This is where I stay myself. Which paints enough of a target if they're on the location anyway. You'll not increase the danger any. Did you have any outstanding tabs at your previous residence?
I had paid in advance, so I'm simply losing money, but it can be replaced.
I think it would be a good idea, as he suggests, not to stay in one place for too long.
Yes, and now that we have to wait 2 more whole days, I was not expecting to have to wait that long, but for some reason I expected more urgency out of everybody, so that's on me. That's on me.
2 days is a quick turnaround time to custom fit a ship, get it pointed in the right direction. And we want something that we can have at our disposal.
Yes, I suppose that's true. And certainly better than going there on horseback or some other form of travel.
Yes, much swifter by boat.
Really like.
Good thing your entire city was more than gracious to the bitch queen this morning.
Rowan, as always, if you'd like to stay, you're more than welcome.
I have to get back and check in probably.
Very well. If you don't mind, I'd like to speak to you privately for a few minutes. If we could retire to my study.
Me?
Mhm.
Oh. Okay.
Unfortunately, there's no whisper feature on Discord.
Nope. Instead, we can go to a separate. We can just go to a separate chat room.
Uh,
How do we do that?
That's so much work, and I want to know.
I mean, it's also it's not a big deal. Like this isn't.
It's fine.
Like
No, we can keep going.
So, Kelvin will escort you into his study, offer you a chair, and kind of.
She scoots in the chair. Her feet dangling down.
So Bracky will. No, wrong character. God damn it.
Calvin.
Yeah, sorry. I was. So Kelvin will say a word in Draconic to himself, and his clothes will actually morph into just fairly basic-looking studded leather armor, and he'll kind of lean back against the desk. So how have you been? It's been a while.
I've been okay. I'm captain now.
I've noticed. I've been quietly keeping track of your career.
Oh.
You're doing good work.
Well,
I'm
trying.
So, tell me a little bit about who you've been working with, Savra and company. Like, how's it been working with the Order of the Gauntlet?
They're pretty cool, They taught me how not to always kill people. Justice. Take them to the jail instead. But I kind of still want to kill Jarlaxle, so I don't know how I feel about that. I'm supposed to take him to the jail instead, but nobody wants to take him to jail.
Yes, I suspect that jail will not be a possible solution for our Jarlaxle problem.
You'd probably just escape anyways.
Kelvin nods. So, hold on. Sorry, I had a train of thought that just left the rails.
No worries.
It's okay.
So I want you to know that I haven't reached out, not because I'm upset. I just wanted to make sure you didn't have me leaning over you. While
She kind of like hunches over. She like looks down the floor and she just whispers, "I'm upset."
Shoot, the audio's cutting out a bit with Discord, so I lost something there.
All I said was I hunched over, looked down, and whispered, "I'm upset."
So you aren't pleased with your decision to believe Jarlaxle's stance on these things?
Said he wouldn't hurt anyone. He did.
He did say that he said that if we left, he wouldn't stop us.
No, he said he
And
would let us
that-
go.
Yes, which no, I wasn't there the entire time. Did he not do that?
He didn't let Temper go. Temper's dead.
Stephen, quick question. Gillen, if we had talked about this at some point, would he be explained that Temper chose to stay?
I think we had this conversation at the end of the game, actually.
I want to say we did. I just wanted to double check that.
Yeah.
He still didn't have to kill him.
Temper may not have necessarily left him much choice.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
I agree. As I told you that night, I would very much like to believe in what Jarlaxle was selling. The work that he's done in the Dock Ward has been good, solid work, has improved Waterdeep. But the way he has chosen to go about it has its roots deeply in dishonesty and underhandedness. And that's why I couldn't let him, why I chose to try to stand against him then, and why I have continued to stand against him even now. And Temper is, from what I've heard, simply chose to not leave, to make sure that, to do what he could to check the man in his pursuits.
Jarlaxle still didn't have to kill him. Broke his promise.
Temper was stubborn. What? So out of character.
Don't trust him.
And you shouldn't. He lies like he breathes. Possibly even easier. So yeah, I'm glad to have you along. Try to wrap this up. Finally put paid to him for all of his scheming.
Yeah, maybe we can make things right, but better?
Exactly. Not right, but better. So
Rowan kind of like scratches her head and looks away awkwardly and okay, well, nice talking to you. Bye, Calvin. And she gets up and she runs out of the room.
Okay. All right.
I step out of the way as a small halfling just races by me.
I'm going to look over at. God damn it, I have such a hard time pronouncing your name, Kris.
Sangfroid?
Sangfroid and Britt. I need to go pick up a few things.
But of course.
Of both magical and non-magical means and matters. Do either of you want to join me or need anything? Money being very little issue.
Oh. Perhaps it is appropriate to escort the lady back to her estate. Can never be too careful, right?
Oh, no. I have enough security. You don't need to worry about me.
Are you sure?
The job,
Like I said,
the job, I agree.
he's very.
If you would like to join me, by all means, but don't feel like you need to follow me home.
Well, ultimately, it is up to you, Chris. I'm not going to force you one way or another. As you say, it's not exactly what you signed up for.
Yes, this is not what I being paid for. I'm still under the contract with Sangfroid.
Until you get bored of the money, I suppose.
Well, to the other point of that question, did either of you want anything?
I think I am quite okay. I mean, you have a bag full of crescent moons you want to donate to a worthy cause, then I certainly would not deny it. But beyond that, I think I am pretty well set up for my journey.
I have my fists, and that's all I need.
That's fair.
He is a simple man. It's commendable.
Why have a weapon when you can be one?
Yes. A monk or well.
I never noticed it on Roll20, but I'm very jealous of everybody's like super wide cameras and me just over here with my fucking like square camera.
I don't know what it is.
I would be jealous too, but I can't get mine to work. So I'm not going to spend time on
Well then,
streaming to fix it.
is Calvin still outside the room?
He's in his study as far as I know.
Okay. I didn't know if I was in the same room as him.
Studying.
Yeah, but Rowan has left the study.
Okay, then I would trail out after like a minute, maybe less. Just kind of bemused.
Calvin,
Yes.
I have things I need to attend to. If you need me, you know how to contact me, I assume.
Yep. Same here. If you need anything I can assist with, let me know.
I have my own means, but thank you. If I need anything, I will shoot you a message. And I'm going to leave. I'm going to go pick up a few items. I'm not going to role play it. I just need some stuff for going outside the city. And I'm going to go to my manor and I'm going to do some research.
Okay, so you're going to spend the rest of your day doing research. What research will you be doing?
I'm going to, on my way back to my manor, I'm going to send off a message. I'm not sure there. I don't know because I've never played in Waterdeep. There's some sort of archive, like book archive.
There's not a singular archive. There are several different ones. There are several temples in Waterdeep, all to different gods and for different purposes. And oftentimes, a lot of these temples end up having their own individual archives. There are also just kind of like other aspects of information, many universities and things of that throughout Waterdeep. But there is not a singular location of particular collected knowledge in that regard.
I'm going to call upon a university. I should have figured this out before this game, how this would work.
If it's going to be of the arcane nature, honestly, the Blackstaff Tower would have it.
Okay. I'm going to go to the Blackstaff Tower. I want to request a few different tomes on the different lores of magical items. I'm just trying to figure out exactly what the staff could do.
Gotcha. Okay. If you will please make an investigation check for me.
Yeah, of course.
And that'll consume your knowledge, and I will provide you with what you learn from that. It is still only like a few hours past noon. Much of the day still lies in wait for all of you that you can utilize however you like. So my question to you is, how do you wish to spend this remaining time? And probably after that, we'll call game.
I will just be lying low in the room provided by Lord Waterson.
Yep.
And leaving Grit to do as he pleases if he has any. Or I think Grit, you wanted to speak to me in private, no?
I did.
Would you like to have that conversation now in our chambers?
You guys would basically, I would have personally directed you to some not guest rooms They're specifically Harper agent like hideaways.
Meeting. Got it.
Fun enough,
Holes.
which brings you back to the original house.
Hey. So, what is so pressing? What did you need to talk to me about?
As a part of our agreement, there was no stipulation on time.
This is true. If our journey must end here together, then I appreciate your service and I wish you well.
My question is how far in the future are you considering keeping me under contract?
I mean, it is hard to say for certain, but ideally, with Mr. Silver Eyes still hot on my trail, apparently, I am in need of protection until either he or his employers are dealt with. So, I mean, just depends on how quickly we can get that done. But it could be just a few weeks. It could be much longer. I could not say.
Okay.
But if I'm to be honest, we've been together for some time now, and my funds are running a bit low. So I don't even know how much longer I could actually afford to pay you for your time. But if you were to come along, I could certainly promise you a split of any riches we might come across along the way. You never know with these kind of trips. Sometimes you get lucky. I mean, you met two people today who stumbled upon an entire cavern full of gold and got a fair sum of it for themselves at the end of it. So it's hard to say what will happen on this adventure. But I know you have things you are trying to accomplish yourself, and I do not want to derail you from your mission.
Yes, I'm concerned. I'm not sure if Neverwinter is going back there is really going in the right direction for me.
Yeah, you're kind of full circle at that point.
Yeah.
But I can say it is not a one-way trip. It is just to get the information we need, and then we are going to be traveling back or to a new destination depending on the information we find. So it's not an end-all be-all destination, to be sure.
I will come along then. It's quite possible that I missed something my first trip there.
If I remember it correctly, I kind of interrupted it, so perhaps I threw you off your game.
Perhaps.
And who knows? Maybe these people might have a different perspective. Maybe they can help you figure some stuff out that eludes you.
Maybe.
Speaking of this group, I do not know yet. Apparently, the Harpers have hired a lot of dogs.
Shush! Kaya, stop!
They're playing. Oh, you got my dog barking.
No.
They
They-
declare.
Shit, they've unleashed the hounds. Watch out.
Oh no!
They come for you, Sangfroid.
Ah, they're onto me. These people that we are spending time with, if they do indeed, as they say, come on this journey with us, I'll need you to keep an eye on them as well. I don't know, who can be trusted these days. So it's best if we keep our eyes peeled, even amongst friends. Yeah.
Great. We don't know these people very well.
No, I would not say that I do. But I suppose a journey like this, we will come to learn much. And we will decide for ourselves if they are worth trusting in the end, yeah?
I guess so.
To be fair, I don't know how much how much fight they would put up. I mean, the Lord and the Lady, they got the little skinny little arms. Don't know if they would pose much of a threat, but the small one with the axe, pretty pretty ferocious from the stories that I have heard. So that's one to be sure.
I assume they may be more than we can handle alone. Yes.
Oh, I would not sell yourself so short. Those fists of yours, I'm sure you could cut down entire platoons. You are a mighty dragon, after all, yes?
Oh, I don't have a response for that.
It's okay. It's okay, Grit. You can just nod. It's fine. But if you have any business you need to attend to in the city, I don't remember if Waterdeep was at all on your list to explore at all, and uncovering your mystery. But if so, I give you leave to do what you need to do.
Perhaps I will inquire around the bar for some information. Maybe I could get some there.
I'm sure if the patrons aren't too forthcoming, I'm sure Mr. Waterson will help ease their concerns if they have any of talking to a stranger. But, I appreciate you getting me here today and keeping me safe against that terrible creature. You did well standing toe to toe with it. But,
Yes. I'm not sure what that thing was, but it was truly frightening.
yes, I do not think I want to know. Hopefully, we do not see another one like it again. So if
I have a feeling we will.
So if I were the lady and the lord, I would certainly be a bit nervous that something like that might happen to me. Considering it happened to one of their own.
Yeah. Seems like a very cruel fate.
Indeed, but when you are sitting from the seats that they are, you never, when you're up that high, it's sometimes hard to see all the enemies you make down below, yeah?
Wouldn't know.
Yeah, me neither. Simple folk have to stick together. But hopefully they can be
I guess that's true.
hopefully they can be of use between now and when all is said and done.
Hopefully. What will you do for the rest of the day?
Unfortunately, I think I have to lay low with our unwanted guest apparently potentially being in the city gates. It makes it a little hard for me to wander around, but luckily, besides Gaspon and Lord Waterson himself, I did not see any familiar faces when I came into the door. So I think as long as I stay put, I won't cause any undue attention to myself.
All right.
Right. So
And
we'll see what this
it will.
ghost bartender is all about. I've heard stories of it as well. But I wish you luck on your mission.
Thanks. I'll make my way out of the cubby.
All right. And where do you head off to with the rest of your day?
I am gonna head down to the bar, and I am going to try to glean some information off of the. I can't think of the word bar goers. I don't have the.
Clientele.
You're gonna
sure.
try and gather some information based on the passerbys of the establishment.
Yeah.
Okay. So what kind of information are you trying to gather? And then I'll need you to make a investigation check.
While doing that, can we get back to my thing?
We will in a minute. Yeah.
Okay.
It was more along the lines of I was trying to use the information in the poem that you sent me, asking pointed questions about specific landmarks around here and creatures that might fit the description of the passage.
Gotcha. Okay. Go ahead and make a check on that, and then Calvin, Rowan, can I get what you're doing with the rest of the day?
Kelvin will be mostly dispatching messages and organizing logistics to get his network working on this new citizen issue and doing things like getting funds set up so that he can access some of his funds from Neverwinter if necessary. Things like that. It's all pretty background stuff. And aside from the cool cinematic of he actually goes up to his rookery and like scrawls out coded messages and dispatches them by bird. There's not a whole lot there that is pertinent.
All right, very well. And Rowan, how about yourself? What are you doing the rest of your day?
Go to Zoblob's shop.
You're gonna go to Zoblob's shop. All right. All right. So you're gonna make your way back down into the dock.
Ride Snaggletooth to Zoblob's shop.
All right, you're going back down. You're going back down into the dock ward. All right. And for what you're wanting to investigate, JG, what'd you get on your roll?
Steven.
I got a big old 10.
Gotcha. Now, this is something that you're looking to spend like the rest of your day, like just researching through books and reading and trying to discover what you can find.
Yeah,
so
I was just gonna grab a few books on both the nature of imbuing magic items and also what could have turned the late lord into such a monster, and taking him back to my manor and basically having an early evening.
Gotcha. So you take back some books on enchanting and the aspects of imbuing items with magic, and as it is insightful upon the art and the craft, it doesn't really in any way assist you in learning any more about the staff. You do get to learn a bit more about like what components go into it, the kind of costs, the time, and things like that, and just all the interesting little. You get to learn a bit into that foray of what it takes to make a magical item. And with imbuing it with power and what kind of power. And I think probably the most eye-opening thing is just that it's a hyper time-consuming activity, and that even the smallest of magical items are not made in a day. And these big ones, the ones of legend and lore, you can only imagine these were people's life. Some of these must have been a wizard's or some kind of user's life work, if not an item that was just made on like by a god. Or somehow
Basically.
Hmm?
Like reading.
Yeah, like it's interesting and it's intrinsic. You grab a few books over like things of polymorph transmogrification, things to try and figure out of how Hold Bellabranta was in an instant transform and like mutated into a pestilence-ridden Skeletor vulture like beast. And within your readings, it's a lot of generic. You see him through it pretty quickly because a lot of it is familiar aspects of magic with transmutation that you're already in tune with and familiar with in that regard. It was more interesting to you the fact that the creature it was immutable. You could not alter its form any further than it had already been altered. Through your readings and like that, though, based upon your role, there's no new information that you glean from your readings. Maybe a confirmation just of what you knew, but you feel just as stumped as before as to what may have afflicted him to cause him to go through such a metamorphosis.
Yeah, I mean, I just like reading. I'm gonna make a point to go to bed before sundown, so I can be up long before dawn to do my normal thing.
Cool, that works. All right, then we will go back to Rowan as you hop upon Snaggletooth, your delightful and wonderful griffin. And with a single "Mah!" you will find yourself then flying southward down into the dockward and finding yourself in front of a familiar shop face that you have now been in front of several times over the past 4 years. Looking through the window, the purple sheen that coats over the entire establishment, the stuffed beholder that sits tauntingly in the window with this menacing open mouth and tons of little gritty teeth and lots of little eyeballs that look aimlessly in all sorts of directions. You open the door, the little bell jingles, the entire establishment in different shades of purple and velvet, a thick, acrid purple smoke hitting you in the face, a smell that you've become so familiar with of this kind of just acidic lavender. That just plumes so thick as you see the gnome that sits on the countertop, dressed in purple and the purple robes, his shaven head having several eye tattoos all over it. And he says, "Welcome to Zoblob's shop. The most world's curiosities in one location. How can I help you, my child, you?"
Zoblob! You sell it to me now, Zoblob!
No, I am never going to sell you my beholder.
You could make another one!
I am not going to make another one. I am not the person who made it. That is mine.
I'll do you a special favor. And I raise my eyebrows and waggle them.
I've never had clientele that have bothered me on the level that you have on a psychological level. And it's really kind of weird.
Sell me the beholder!
Why do you want my beholder so bad? Why do you want Zoblob? Why do you wish to take my identity?
I mean, look at it! It's amazing!
I mean, I know. It's why he is my mascot. He represents my whole establishment in the store. And you wish to take away my identity. What makes my store my store?
Yes, I do.
Just
Will
go.
you sell it to me?
No! Go find some toy maker who will make it for you.
Who made it for you?
That's none of your concern.
Zoblob! And I look at you and I go, "This isn't over, Zoblob!" And I storm out.
Stay out! Weird person.
Oh my god!
Alright, what are you doing with the rest of your afternoon, Rowan?
Well, first, before I leave, I have Snaggletooth stick his head in and squaw at Zoblob.
Ah! Zoblob practically falls off the desk. The griffin just kind of reaches his head and at him. As soon as Snaggletooth comes back out, he lets out a little.
I guess I fly back to the barracks for now.
All right.
Find the captain who gave me the order to stay with Calvin.
Okay. So you go back to the commander that issued your initial thing, and he is currently there. Your timing is actually quite perfect. He's just returning back from the field, and as you come as you are asking around for him, they point you in his direction. He sees you, and he's just Captain Rowan.
Sure.
Yes, how can I be of assistance to you?
Sir, you told me to assist Lord Calvin Waterson for the rest until he didn't need me anymore. And well, sir, something has come up, and I think he may have use of me outside of the city to pursue. Um,
So you've come to me for permission to keep following his orders and leave the city with him then? That it?
yes, sir.
My orders still stand.
Thank you, sir.
Of course. You're doing us proud.
Very important, and we'll let you know what I learned from it.
I've come to expect that from you.
How stiffly?
And he'll salute you in return.
You mean bow?
Oh God.
Wow.
No.
Do it.
Nah, I mean, I'm sure I'll do it. Yeah, can't you see me on my camera? I'm doing it. I'm doing it so hard.
Look, if
Oh.
the DM doesn't want to have an authentic world, then that's fine. Us players can do it on our own.
Yeah, congratulations. That officially means that you guys are the Waterdabians.
And for the rest of the day, I just want to like work out.
Okay.
Get swole.
So for
Like
the
Rowan
rest,
has to exercise her muscles.
all right, you spend the rest of your day just working
Working
out.
out and napping. Those are the two things I want to do. I want to work out and then I want to take a nap.
Those are things that can definitely be done.
Okay, cool.
All right. So we'll go to temp now. Let's see.
I think you
Grit.
covered everybody.
Well, Grit. What did you get on your roll?
I got a 5.
um. So when you're speaking about like asking kind of like these pointed questions, a lot of people are just a little standoffish to you, probably because they're not used to talking to kobolds. And a lot of people are just like they just like no, just kind of end up kind of evading you. The only kind of response you get is you were like, do you know? Oh God, Kaya's our new D&D player.
Hey,
Steve.
Kaya.
I just need her to look at the camera. Oh, she's hearing your name.
Hiya!
Kaya.
And she's gone.
No.
Doggo player no mo. Is when you're bringing up a certain aspect about like pretty much like bird people. Someone just goes, you mean Kenku? Or do you mean the other kind?
Yes. Both? I guess there are a couple species that walk on their hind legs. Huh.
Yeah, there's the Arakorka. Never seen one though. But I've seen a Kenku. There's some Kenku here in Waterdeep. But whatever. That's a weird question.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you pretty much get out of your whole thing.
Well, fun.
Yeah. It's at this point you slowly begin to realize that as you have been spending weeks upon weeks searching several cities for information about your topics, what you're trying to find, what you're trying to discover, they realize that your skill set just doesn't play to the strength.
No, it doesn't. Hmm. Crap. All right.
All right, then I think with that, you're also staying within Trollskull Manor, correct?
Yeah.
I think with that, you will all find rest for the night. Of course, 3 of you within Trollskull Manor, 1 within your own abode, and the other within the barracks. You will each find sleep come to you after a long and tenuous day. One that you didn't expect playing out quite the way that it did. With that, much awaits you on the next day on the horizon, whether it be information about certain sources, it be a boat and a ship waiting to take you to new destinations, or it be betrayal and secrets yet to be untold. And that's what we'll call game.
Ooh.
Good first game, everybody.
Yeah. So with that, we'll go ahead and move ourselves to the next stage, which will be giving inspiration. This will be the first inspiration everyone will get to give of the game. It will be working the same as everything else. If we have any viewers who are not my D&D players in this chat, at the end of my game, I allow each of my players to give one inspiration to one other player in the group that they enjoyed the performance of that game. And yeah, so who would like to present their inspiration first?
I will
I'm going to give mine to Rowan. Damn it.
Okay.
Our timing is perfect.
All right, so
Go ahead, Kris.
Kris, go first, please.
No, you're good. No, he already said his, so go ahead.
Calvin, please go.
Okay. Then I am going to give mine to Rowan, mostly for that after credits scene with the shopkeep. Because that was great.
A call.
Throwback.
All right, and all right, so now we will move to Sangfroid. Sangfroid.
Mine goes to Lord Calvin Waterson, both for having to constantly juggle not saying brachial,
Poorly.
which was just a lot of fun for me to watch, but also for getting our first Nat 20 crit in the shortly followed up by Rowan's finishing one, but first Nat 20 of the or at least combat Nat 20 in the books from our sneak attack rogue. So
yeah, Nat 20 on a sneak attack and Nat 20 from a barbarian crit. Pretty nutty stuff. Rowan.
I give mine to Sangfroid for his accent and carrying the plot for this game.
Yes, I was given the task of providing the inciting information, so it was fun to distill.
All right, Ori.
Mine's gonna go to Kris. Because what the fuck did you build it with this character? What is this character? I love it. I have no idea where this is going. I have no idea what you're up to, but I want to see where this goes out.
I'm not up to anything. I'm a humble storyteller, and I have told the story. That is it. The fact that you are thinking anything more says more about you than it does about me.
And a lot about being Jarlaxle.
Who knows?
That's the real name of the campaign.
He's actually that spider.
Everyone was Jarlaxle. The Jarlaxle was inside us all. Well,
yeah. Oh my god. All right, and if we can have not Fisk, please give his inspiration.
Mine's gonna go to Ori. I really like the intro to your character and the giant just fuck you, you're getting polymorphed. Like starting off strong.
If it worked, it would have been a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was still a great idea.
Yeah, when I heard it, I was like, "Oh man, she's pulling out some of the big guns early." Okay, here we go.
Well, and
Yeah,
you
that
learn
solves a
very
lot of
valuable
problems.
information, and you learn very valuable information from it.
For sure.
All right,
I'm not this.
and you're
You'll
not
see.
this.
I'll
I
show you.
I already know you've been more in character. But no, it was an awesome first game. I know that was long and lengthy, and we did record the whole thing. Thank you to all of our amazing and wonderful viewers who tuned in and watched it with us. We appreciate you for it, and we will be uploading the entire first episode onto YouTube as well for people to watch, peruse, enjoy, and hopefully join us for the whole length of this return to Waterdeep. Everyone is Jarlaxle. Other than that,
Yeah, that's definitely.
we will be talking about scheduling as I will be talking with both groups to get that kind of figured out, hammered out, and everything. I will keep you guys posted. I am hoping to move you guys to a permanent weekly game that is on Sunday evenings, on the basis that the other group can also have their own weekly game in that regard. But other than that, I appreciate everyone's time. I hope everyone has a wonderful and beautiful night. And take care. So long. Farewell.
Is it Sunday yet? Well,
Is it Sunday yet? Yeah, that's not way too infringing at all. Yeah.
What is copyright?
Huh.
That checks out, right?
Camera froze.
All you have to do is sing a Disney song. We'll get copyright infringed and take it off Twitch.
All right. Yeah, here's our sign. And are we banned yet? Like, have we? For all the crap yeah. All right. See you guys. See you, Twitch.
Farewell.
Hey.